like, and he's just like fucking dropping it low, and then he just keeps walking. I mean, it's so weird.
Yeah.
And everybody's just, the first time I saw him, and like all the comics that had never seen him before, just kind of like looking at him like, what the fuck is this guy?
Because he almost seems like autistic or something,
or like there's something seriously wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, something's up with him. Like he's not firing on all cylinders.
But then I've heard him just talk like where he's not doing his bit, and he seems completely normal. Other than maybe he's done a little bit of some drugs, but
he's done some meth in his days.
he might have.
Probably mushrooms. He seemed like psychedelics.
Some shrooms. I do shrooms a lot, guys. Casey Rocket.
I don't remember honestly.
I don't know what you're using right there. Yeah. Oh, you share on the Facebook?
Yeah.
Have you gotten into that Threads yet?
I never. So I was gonna sign up, but then it said like once you sign up, it's linked to this, and if you delete it, it deletes your Instagram. And I was like, no.
Yeah, it won't let me even log in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it like shut down or something?
No. I was like, somebody popped up, and it was like a thread, and I was trying to see like, why is this person's thread showing up? And it's someone I know, but I didn't recognize them, so I was trying to figure out who it was. Oh man! I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing. I'm just looking. I'm just looking. I can't carry the show, Jared.
I'm sorry. I was looking at comedians. I was trying to find this Casey Rocket guy.
Yeah. Shane Gillis, I think, is my. He's easily becoming my like fan favorite right now. Of course, Tom Segura, which he came through town, and I wish I'd gotten tickets and gone to his show. I love his delivery.
Yeah. Him talking about giving his mom edibles.
Oh yeah.
He's like, may I have a gummy? Because she's from Salvador.
She's from South America. I think she's like South American of some sort, but she's
it's something because he speaks like fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she's all like, Tommy, are you going to have a gummy tonight? And he's like, yeah. He's like, may I have one? And he gives it to her, and then he's like, how you feeling? She's like, I feel nothing. And then, like, she doesn't do anything. And the next night, she's like, are you going to have another gummy tonight? And he's like, yeah. And they're like 10 milligram ones. She goes, may I have another? And he goes, you took one last night. You didn't do anything. She goes, maybe I should take two. And he goes, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Here,
and then she takes two. And then I think she's like, still do nothing. Like, and 30 minutes or an hour later, so she's like, give me another one. And then she goes to bed, and then all of a sudden she starts texting him. She's like, Tommy, she says something, and he goes in there, and she's like, the funniest thing is she's like, your laughter will be tears on my corpse tomorrow. And then she's like, Tommy, please, no, don't kill me. I'm your mother. And then the next day, he's like, he's fine, and she's in there, and she's like, I remember what you said last night. He does it funnier. But.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, it's his bit, right?
It's his bit, but still.
Yeah. I mean, I had the same experience that she had, only with mushrooms at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I ate some.
Who were you trying to kill?
No, I wasn't trying to kill anybody, but I ate some chocolate, and I was like, I feel nothing.
Oh, and then
I took more. And then I felt everything. I questioned life. I saw the cosmos.
It
was confused if I was still alive the next day.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Trying to get everything set up. Okay. We are not professionals.
I mean, neither am I anymore, man.
I know. I always feel like, and then some people I talk to, and they're like, man, you gotta really, I'm just like, I have no clue what I'm fucking doing. Like, I Google everything.
I'll say my wine guy from Republic, he came into the store, and he was like, hey, I saw you had a podcast. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I've been listening to it, man. During breaks and during this and that. I really like you guys. You guys have, you guys jump the topics, and you have a different guest on, and you guys are really good with this. And I'm like, okay, we have no clue what we're doing at all. In
Literally,
fact, Jared does everything. I just sit there and talk.
I don't write anything for the show.
No.
I literally hit record and we see what happens.
Right.
I go over in my head, like I do want to bring up this or I want to talk about this, but
especially if we have like a podcaster on or something, I'll listen to their podcast if I'm not already listening to it.
Yeah.
So we have some topics to talk about, but for the most part, it's just like, all right, push play. Let's see where this goes.
Exactly.
I mean, that's kind of what we did. We had Lou Charles on the other night, and that's kind of how it went. Only I had a few topics I wanted to talk about, and all of it revolved around OnlyFans.
Does he have one?
No. But it was all about like the
naked
all,
rapping.
all the teachers that have like randomly gotten fired now because of OnlyFans. All that stuff.
What is it? I mean, I get it to a point because if your students start subscribing or whatever, but they said they were 18.
Oh, yeah, that's on them.
Did you hear that Pornhub is like banned in Texas now?
Yeah. Did you know that a VPN will get you around that though?
I'm not.
This episode's sponsored by NordVPN.
I ain't that hard up for whacking off.
No, Javier brought that up.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? They're going to take women's rights away, and that's fine. And then they take the porn, and it's like, oh, you've gone too far now.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ken Paxton started he's suing everybody. He sued Pornhub, and there was like another one that he sued. And
so is there like any porn you can see online in Texas, or is it just the big ones?
I think he went after the big ones because, I mean, I'm sure Reddit. Just go on Reddit and find all sorts of stuff. Can you? Yeah.
Oh, I don't ever use Reddit.
Oh, man, Reddit's a great.
The only time I use that is if like I'm Googling something and it's on a board.
That's a great source for like all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew Texas was going after. I think there's like 5 states now that.
Louisiana did too.
Yeah, Louisiana, Texas. I think Colorado. But there's like 5 states in general that have banned Pornhub.
But like OnlyFans,
I mean, I get it because if it's an underage girl or something, then we're all just watching child pornography.
Well, yeah, we were talking, but they're more concerned about like underage people getting access to it, right?
Right.
And so I brought up the whole Theo Vaughn, what he was talking about that one time. He was like, they had that guy, and he would draw you a picture.
Oh,
and take that home with you,
Exactly. He's like, for like $3 or something, he'd draw a picture of a vagina. You can just feel it warm in the back of your pocket on the way home from school.
Yeah, no, it's getting wild, man. But they can't do that with OnlyFans because OnlyFans is actually supposed to be it's supposed to be like a podcaster could set up an OnlyFans. It's like a way to like
because everyone
it's almost like a Patreon is what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it was
but
original.
Then it was just porn.
Right. Its original intention was like almost like a Patreon-esque thing, and then it just went.
Just a platform where you can put out content
and then get money.
But then everyone wanted to show their boobies and vaginas.
Yeah. And
I'm not complaining.
Look, if I could make $1 million for showing my butthole, I mean, I probably would.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
No one wants to see that, though.
No, fuck no. I don't even want to see it. I've never seen it. It's not on my top 10 list.
Yeah, I had when you join the military, you go through MEPS.
They look at your butthole?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That's like so you sign
get a lot of Taco Bell, huh?
You sign your contract and you go and you get your medical examination, and one of the things is you bend over and spread your cheeks, and an old man looks at your asshole.
Hello.
And so like if only I could have got like that's the wildest thing I've done for money.
It's like the sorting.
But it was like very little
for a career.
It was very very little money involved in that transaction. Though.
The old man's like the first sorting hat for the military. Like,
you're
a Gryffindor. You're going to be a top gun shooter.
Exactly.
That one's not good. You're out.
I can tell your fortune from your butthole.
Let me count the wrinkles.
You're not going to make it through boot camp. You're going to die.
You're a little loose there, aren't you, buddy?
Fag.
It's like how you check your you check the actual age. You got to count the rings.
Oh God, is that true? I wonder. No, because your butthole's made from the same shit as your lips. It's the same stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like
Same type it's like 1, 2. Ooh.
Yeah, man.
It's just one I lick all the time, and the other
one I eat shit with.
Yeah, that. I mean, I heard that the other day, and then
yeah, I heard that too. Somewhere
it's just one continuous, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new thing? Like, go ahead and say the weird thing on TikTok?
Yeah, I keep hearing or seeing it, but
man.
then I usually change. There's this woman that says, "Say the weird thing, say it," and then
So
someone says,
I've watched it. I've watched a few.
Some
of
are
them.
good, some are stupid.
And one was like an animal that licks its own butt. Any animal that licks its own butt theoretically will have the same poop throughout its entire life because it ingests a small amount of its poop every time it licks its butthole.
Oh,
and
true.
It's the same. It's a circle of life. Yeah.
Of life.
And I was like, that's really fucking weird, and I never thought about that.
Yeah, that is interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why dogs they just like to lick shit, I think.
Yeah, they're licking shit all the time.
Dude, my dog licks the
literally.
couch. He licks the. He licks the.
I fucking hate
I do
that.
too.
Yeah.
So if I don't get in bed right away, because all right, look, I'm not for this. I don't like this, but we have 2 dogs that sleep in our bed.
Mm-hmm. You don't like it?
No.
Well, where do they sleep under the covers?
They sleep under the covers.
Okay, no.
Or they get on top of the
Jesse.
covers. Or they're
On
at
top of the covers is cool.
It's either one. It's going to be both. Like they're going to do one or the other at the opposite of each other though.
Oh,
Yeah.
So there's going to be one on top and one down low. And the problem with that is like then the cover gets pulled off of me.
Yeah.
And it's just a nightmare.
You need separate blankets.
But if I don't get into the bed, my little dog Colby will lick the sheet, right?
I hate that. And you got like a wet spot.
And then I
in
get
your
in
back.
there and it's like I have issues with textures.
Right.
Like and like ways that things certain things feel, and that's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to like get another sheet and put it on top of that.
Exactly.
It's
I'm the
a nightmare.
same. Or I'll get a towel and just lay it down there.
And then
Like, I ain't doing that.
like, what are you doing with that towel?
It's crusty.
Yeah, it's
Bring some life to it.
what's it doing standing up in the corner?
By itself. Have you ever done that broom trick where you can stand the broom up on its bristles?
Yeah.
I haven't done it in forever, but
Yeah, we tried
I did
when
it
was a big
once.
thing.
I was showing my brother at my mom's house, and I did it. And I was like, Mom, that might be Jesus. She's like, what? I'm
Mad
magic.
Jesus.
I might be the Lord and Savior.
She comes in there, Jared. That's just a broom standing up.
Yeah.
We used to do that all the time
Put it
whenever
up,
I was a
damn it.
kid.
Put it up.
Use
Jesus.
it or put it up. Put it up your ass, Mom.
Now let's go for a walk.
She always had this like fucking like Magnum like pepper spray she'd carry on her wall. I don't know. She
Damn.
thought she was gonna run into like King Kong or something.
The bear might come out of the
know.
woods,
There's bears all over Texas.
She'd
Shit.
carry a lighter,
lighter
just
for-
set it on fire.
Lighter and a can of
Can you set
hairspray.
pepper spray on fire?
No,
No.
but the hairspray you can.
Yeah, hairspray.
Can you make pepper spray hairspray?
I mean, you could make it into some sort of flammable aerosol. I'm sure.
Because that would be cool. Fucking burn your eyes, literally, and
And
Well, I mean,
third
well, no, it's
degree-
gonna burn, but
double literally.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Dude.
Two different burns.
Just have no eyebrows. You ever burnt your eyebrows off?
I've come pretty close. Burnt my mustache and beard whenever I had my beard. I burned it.
Really?
Pretty good. Oh yeah.
I've never burnt my face. I've singed like knuckle hairs and stuff.
Look, have you never done the fire breathing with Everclear?
No,
Oh man,
I drink my Everclear. I don't.
we used to
shoot
do
it
we used to do that all the time. So we would take we'd go camping.
Yeah.
And that was like
Yeah.
that was like the thing we did. We would use that
Yeah.
to start the fire by taking a swig and then blowing it onto.
Would y'all do it at the same time?
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
We've done it a few
Set
times.
up a
Where
camera,
like a couple people were doing it.
Our powers combined.
The problem is if
Burn the world.
if the wind hits it, it blows
Right.
back. Or
Oh yeah, and then you're the
if
Batman
you got,
villain.
If you can't do a good like
Good amount
aerosol,
of
like
spray,
then
yeah.
it's like all over your face, and then your face lights on fire.
Yeah, that's too risky for me. I'm good just drinking it.
Oh, we
Or
used
you
to,
inhale it.
we used to do a bunch of used to do a bunch of
Breathe
risky
fire
stuff.
in. I'm like, spicy.
Yeah, we used to do that. We used to do that shit all the time.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never.
Last time I did, I think I was like 27, 26.
Oh wow. It's been.
I mean,
what,
it's been like 10 years. Yeah, it's been 10 years. I mean, I think it's good to go again. Yeah.
Yeah. We need a
At
revival.
At any point, if
when
somebody,
Joel's Nick's Big Neck,
Yeah, I was like,
Big
if-
Neck's milestone episode.
we just did 169, so that was pretty.
Oh, cool.
So we're not far from 200.
Have you ever thought about
Almost
like
there.
doing something in your backyard?
Yeah, I've thought about it,
That'd be cool.
and it sounds terrible, just having a bunch of random people at my house.
Oh no, like I meant recording.
Oh yeah,
Like just doing an outdoor session or podcast.
Oh yeah, we thought about doing that. But
we had an idea, Andrew, because have you been to the studio?
Yeah.
So bringing in or doing a blow up pool and doing it in the water and doing it in the summertime, and us coming back on the show and just recording the podcast while sitting in the pool.
Yeah, I'm not opposed.
I was like, that'd be a fucking
idea.
fun episode. I think.
Good idea.
We'd have to be getting out every 10 minutes to pee, but
You get
or it'd just be yellow by the time we're done.
Oh, yuck.
Like we're sitting in a toilet.
get a hot tub and do it in the winter.
Yeah.
Just you know, just four bros, stewing
Yeah.
in their own filth,
Bro chat.
taking baths with friends, man.
Exactly. Lovely. In a sauna, be all sweaty and
The podcast hot tub.
the hot seat.
You start doing like these we're on location here at Planet Fitness Sauna right now.
I've wanted to do something more like that I can go out and do, but I just haven't ever gone through with it. No. We started the Seinfeld podcast and we did 2 episodes, and I've just been.
I know that's Lance and I were talking about that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to stop doing it. I still want to do it or some side thing with him, but I was just like, it just hit, and then it was a bunch of stuff going on. I was like, God. And then I kind of lost my creativity. That's why we haven't recorded in almost 2 months.
So what you should do, and just hear me out. I'm gonna give you a pointer right now. Mm-hmm. On this particular side project, don't release anything until you've got like 8, 9, 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Dump like 4 of them or 5 of them at once, so you get people hooked.
Yeah.
And then you start filtering out the other ones, and so that way you're not having to worry about you do back-to-back recordings. On a day. It's 2 different Seinfeld episodes you're talking about.
I would still love to set up like a wrestling podcast.
Oh yeah.
I would love to do something like that.
What would you call it?
Well, I've already got the name for it. But it's,
Okay, don't say it then.
Nah, I mean it's not.
I would call it like the People's Podcast, or let me see. I'm trying to think. Mainly the People's Podcast is what because I always go to the People's Elbow.
Yeah. The Rock. I don't like The Rock. He's a peckerhead.
I like the Rock.
Stone Cold, maybe.
Okay, Stone Cold. So on Stone Cold's side of things, what would you call it? Like
Podcast 316.
Shit, I think
Podcast 316.
I think Stone Cold's already got that. Yeah.
Kick-ass podcast.
Yeah. I'm your host, Steve Austin.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a cane.
Have you seen his whole cat thing? He's got like this cat. Stone Cold's got a cat on his ranch.
No.
And it's become like its own thing. Like it sits up on his shoulder and rides like.
It's like a kitty cat.
Oh yeah, man! It's a freaking.
You mean like a panther? Or
no,
something?
it's like a regular cat.
He fights
man.
it.
No, he just hangs out with his cat, man, and it's become like he started doing like TikToks and reels and stuff, and the cat has become the star of the thing.
Badass.
Everybody wants to see the cat.
Oh yeah. I put Video Murray up, and people are like, "Oh, I love you."
Yeah.
Tell me about your
Murray
dog.
needs to be on
Like,
the
fuck
podcast.
you. Yeah.
Instead of just hearing him whine.
You said, "Tell me about my dong." Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you misspelled dong.
It's green.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
The dog or the dong?
Yeah.
And that's how you get canceled.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a misunderstanding.
This was from a friend that's in jail now, so
No.
Yeah.
No.
yeah,
Nah.
we didn't have that idea. So.
It happens.
But yeah, but the wrestling show, I want to call it the Wrestling Roast Show, and roast, I'd spell it WROAST.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You just like roast wrestling?
Well, originally the idea was I wanted to do it as a YouTube series to where I had the green screen up and we would watch Royal Rumbles.
Like the old ones and
yeah,
stuff.
like
Okay,
from the beginning,
Yeah.
and put it on mute, and it would just be me and one other person, and we could do like 2 or 3 episodes if you come over, and I just release them a little bit at a time. But I can do like you can come over and do 2 or 3 episodes, and then I'll do someone else for 2 or 3 episodes. I wouldn't have a set co-host; it would just be one other person and me, and I'd just get someone who I feel like would be really good at that, and almost do it like a Mystery Science Theater 3000.
See, we thought about doing like just like a one-off, like that.
I remember you talking about doing something like that, but that was my idea to where we put the Rumble on mute and green screen. It's playing in the background, but I'd have a TV up front to where we can watch it, and then we just sit there and just kind of make fun of it and stuff, and
do your commentary on it, and
do our own commentary, and just have it muted out and everything. So
it's not a bad idea.
yeah, I thought it would be good. I don't know all like the copyright stuff. I don't feel like we wouldn't be playing any of their theme music and stuff, so assume that the video would be fine to play.
Yeah, with everything being on mute, wouldn't think copyright.
You never know though.
Yeah, that's the thing is some stuff I post on TikTok. I've started posting like my favorite clips, and I'll post some, and they immediately get taken down. It's
Really?
like one was a Goodwill Hunting scene where it's outside, and he's talking about, I thought about you last night, and blah blah blah, and then
They take it down.
yeah, and then it was like a sound violation or something. I was like,
Oh yeah, I had a couple of mine. Like I started this series, and it's the reason why I actually quit. But it was this whole series called it was basically like lyrics that shaped me.
yeah,
And it was like finding like some of the like random like call outs in some like the hardcore metal music and stuff like that, where it's just like they had the breakdown. And the first one I did was from this band called Kubla Khan Texas, or Kubla Khan TX. And they had this whole like thing where they're like, it's real heavy, and then all of a sudden you hear bitch, and that's it. Like, and I just cut the video right there, and that's the lyrics that shaped me.
yeah.
And so I started getting, pretty good, like I get comments on there and got, quite a few views. And then all of a sudden, like the song started being taken off.
Yeah. And it's just, and there's so much music on there now because I started a TikTok for the Antique Mall.
Yeah.
And I've been posting like a video or two a day, and it's been going for a little over 2 weeks now. And I'll get an idea, but then I have to get on TikTok real quick and see if that song's even available.
Right.
Because I can't put it on the video and put it on there because then it'll get muted or take it down. So I have to have it in their library. So
TikTok has a library of music situations.
yeah, they have certain songs that they'll allow on there and stuff already that are already on there. I'm sure you can add it if you have if it's whatever, but I don't know. I'm not going through all that shit just to make it fucking
No, it might
12
not matter,
video.
any longer whenever it gets banned. So.
Yeah, true. That's almost like
Yeah, they're getting ready to take that shit down too. So
I got a whole theory. I got a theory behind that.
Well,
So I mean, if you think about it, we're looking at doing this right around the election, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many people who now get their news.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love the little
because they tell you. There's so many people I follow that's just like, here's all the news that they don't tell you or whatever.
or the breaking news trout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that, man.
News,
It's just
like the real
breaking news.
and I'm like,
This
cool. I
gay shit.
got it really short and in a
simplified,
digestible format. Yeah,
I love it. And then it gives me all my conspiracy theory stuff too.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then stuff like finding out. I mean, granted, I don't watch TV, but that's the thing too, is I don't ever get news. I stream everything. And then
me too.
I also I get my news from TikTok and Funky Panther. So, and then like I listen to Spotify, or a lot of times I just drive in silence because I only have it's like a 17-minute drive to work.
Right.
So I'm just like, quiet time, baby.
Right.
psycho, man.
I know.
That's wild.
Like looking at people like
I gotta have I gotta have something, or like you're seeing me in your rearview mirror.
yeah. Well, like driving home today, it was nice. I had my top open up. I was bumping the NWA. I was just neighbors like that was not you.
And we're canceled. Have a nice one.
Neighbors were grabbing their kids. It's like
Neighbor. Wow.
yeah,
Neighbors.
that was a
That's a Freudian slip there. If I've
Yeah.
never heard one in my life, it's
That's awesome. That was good recovery.
I didn't say the R.
I'll be real with you. I think you actually said. I think you were trying to say naggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to do no. That's it. Yeah. No, I can't remember. It flowed together, and part of it came out, and the other one didn't yield, and
It's
he
like that Wheel of Fortune episode
Yeah.
on South Park.
Well, we never even did the intro.
Oh no, yeah, we just jumped right in. Huh?
Yeah, we
Okay.
did. Yeah.
We're gonna cut all that. So that's the pre-show. You don't get that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tales on the Fort. I don't even have the timing guide anymore. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're back. And
It's been a month. 2 months.
as always, I am Jared.
And I am Jared.
And today we have Leland or
Larry.
Larry.
I think. Man, I don't
Larry
know.
the Cable Guy.
Larry.
I'm Larry from the funky picnic.
Or the Funky Picnic.
Funky Picnic podcast.
Funky Picnic. We're going to have a picnic here
I think
today.
that's a bar. Funky Picnic. It's a brewery. Yeah.
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 I was like, I've heard of that before.
The Funky
the-
Picnic. Or Picnic.
You'd have to have.
Timmy, Larry. What name should I go by? Larry?
I,
We'll go by
I
Larry.
think Leland.
Leland.
You
All
look
right.
like a Leland. You
All
look
right,
like
Leland.
some
You look like a
guy that's
Leland
just going to be
today.
sitting at a fucking
At a
Waffle House.
I'm at a VFW.
talking to the girl.
I'm just at a VFW right now.
The only customer we
You
got
want
at
some more
this
coffee, Leland?
car wash is that guy that still has him washing his wheels all the time. Get in there nice and tight.
Can I just say one thing about Waffle House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waffle House was better when smoking was allowed.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, when your cook was in the back, or not in the back, but just
ashes.
like standing there with the ash, like
Yeah,
6 inches of
just-
ash hanging off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell by the cigarette butt in your hash browns who was working that day.
Exactly. You know,
Oh, these are Newports.
a little bit of ash in your over easy eggs. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that made the
That's what made it.
made the skillet. I mean,
I'll buy a bag of hash browns now that are frozen, and then I'll just dump some in the thing, and I'll put like cheese and egg and everything in it, and I'll do it.
You make your own little scattered, smothered, and covered,
and onion, and then I'm just like shh. I'm like, order up.
Jared lives his short order cook life.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
here
smoke
at the
in my
house.
kitchen and have a hairnet on. I told these motherfuckers they ain't gonna get me.
That's the thing about the Waffle House. You get I'm a big proponent of Waffle House because you get dinner and a show usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna hear about their live. And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
then I told the bitch, and then he's like,
Well,
I mean,
and
it's right there.
the last time I went to Waffle House, we pulled up to the one over off of 183 right down the road. You know,
Lake Worth?
Yeah, no, the one in the one by Ridgemore Mall, going towards there.
I
It's
know
like
there's-
halfway
I'm trying
between.
to- Trying to
It's-
think where it's at on there.
I mean, it's like halfway.
By Arby's.
Yeah, pretty close to Arby's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we pulled up over there, and as we pulled up, and this is at like lunchtime, in the middle of the week, and I got two cooks, or a waiter and a waitress and a cook, like screaming at each other in the parking lot,
Really?
and
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like, "This is my
America."
This is what I love, man. I'm gonna go in there, and that food's gonna be filled with hate
Yeah.
and anger, and it's gonna be the best food
Right.
I've ever had."
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it was 100%.
American.
It was so good.
Last time I was at the one in Lake Worth, there was a really fucking gorgeous girl, and I kept trying to look, and like, is she missing teeth? Like, why is she working here? And
Yeah.
and she was probably like late 20s, early 30s, fucking
damn.
beautiful face, great body and everything, just like girl next door kind of pretty. And I was just like, what? Like, smile, honey. Like, show me
maybe-
some
Right,
teeth.
yeah.
Like,
Maybe
you got to
that's
be
her
missing
thing.
one or some meth teeth or something. It's like, there it is. All
There
right.
it is. Oh, we got it.
Maybe she just likes, she doesn't have to.
She was
here's what it is.
sheltered.
She doesn't have to
Maybe
work.
it's a-
She doesn't have to work.
Mr. What's
She's got lots of money, but she just likes cooking for people.
yeah. Or she's a little trophy wife, and
Yeah, she just needs,
He was
needs
like,
something to do.
you like waffle so much, go work at fucking Waffle House, Tracy.
She was sheltered by her parents. Her parents are like, you can't leave the dungeon. But I want to get a job. I want to be
Yeah.
somebody.
Just you wait, Mama. I'm gonna learn to make my own waffles.
She moved to the big city.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, she's got a dream.
Daddy can't touch me no more.
Probably got an OnlyFans.
Do you ever get a? Do you ever like come up with like people's backstories whenever
Yeah.
you're just looking at them?
Oh, instantly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
love doing
I
that.
did. I went on a date one time where me and the girl, it was in San Antonio. We went to, they had an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant over there, where you had to order it, but for every piece you didn't eat, you got charged extra for.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just order like 20 rolls and then eat like 5 of them and then be like, all right, I'm done. Fuck you. They'd be like, all right, you're getting charged like 75 cents a roll. So
Right.
so it's like $20 plus whatever you get charged that. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Right.
And then they had the big bong of beer,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was like 2 liters or something.
Yeah.
So me and this girl, we got one of those, and it equaled out to like 4 beers total. So we each had 2 beers. We had a bunch of sushi, and then we were going to go walk around to IKEA, which was right across the highway. And we get there, and we just parked, and we just sat there and talked, and then we never even went in. We just sat in my Jeep and made fun of people trying to load their cars where there wasn't
the
gonna
shit that they
fit.
couldn't get. Yeah.
And we did that literally till they closed.
Oh my god.
And we were just kept talking. And it was like 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night. And I was just like, I think everyone's gone. And we started the date at like like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Golly.
So it was a great time. We just sat there and made fun of people.
And
And
it didn't go anywhere, huh?
No, we just sat there and talked and made fun of people. Like this one dude, he had like just a normal 4-door car, and he bought this like big old bed thing, and he was trying to figure out how to get it in there. And we were just sitting there laughing at him. I was like, man,
I've never thought about doing that.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun.
I like just going around and coming up with people's backstories and stuff.
Oh yeah. Always
Vegas is like the best place to do that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I love people watching. Like I can create a whole story and name and stuff, and be like, oh.
It almost makes you want. It almost makes you want to go up there and talk to them too, just to find
yeah.
out.
See if you,
how close am I?
Right.
You walk. Hey, let me run this by you real quick. So, is your name John? And do you drive a big truck? And do you live? And like, actually, yes.
My name's John, but trucking days are over.
You had the color wrong too. It was blue, not red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dyed my pubes blue, not red. Oh man. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. I would say that relationship never went anywhere. Do you guys still talk or no? Nothing?
I don't even remember. We hung out I think 4 different times, but I can't remember what it was. It was something weird, and I was just like, I ain't fucking with this. So I'm to the point, one thing, I'm just like, nope, okay, well, this ain't meant to be. I'm just like, there's no point in trying with some of these girls, and then it's going to end anyway. I mean, what are the probabilities I'm going to meet the love of my life on fucking Facebook?
You never know, man.
I mean,
you never know.
It could happen, but at the same time, I'm just like, I look at it, I'm like, okay, are you the one? No, I don't like that thing you do. So, and then I'm like, cool. I'd rather be single and alone than, with someone just for being with them.
Right.
I'm not going to be with someone just because I don't want to be alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to be alone. I'll invite you over for, hey, but
the old Jared special.
Spider-Man. Yeah. Give her the old 2-finger squirt.
Oh man.
I got mine. You get yours.
Yeah. Punch your vagina.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, so talking about roommates, I talked to I obviously work with one of your former couch mates that slept on your couch.
Andy.
Yeah.
Different Andy.
Yeah. So I was talking to Andrew, and it was
Andrew.
Andrew.
It's professional now.
Yeah, it's professional, right? But he was. I was telling him, it's like, yeah, Jared's got he's got this house over where it's at. I'm not going to give it away to everybody on the podcast world, but he's got this house over in this neighborhood, and it's pretty nice, And he's like, so he's moved up in the world. I was like, oh yeah, he seems to be doing pretty good. He's got doing the antique stuff and all that. And then I was like, what was it like whenever you were living on his couch? He was like,
I was a dick to him.
He was like, there's pizza boxes everywhere. He said his whole room was just stacked with pizza boxes.
Really?
He said the whole room was stacked with pizza boxes, and then there was woodland creatures living amongst them. And
I ran around in just a loincloth.
Little squirrels and chipmunks.
I ran around only a loincloth. No, the motherfucker. So this is what he did. I had a Keurig. I worked for Bed Bath & Beyond at the time. So I was working for Bed Bath & Beyond in the morning and then Pizza Hut in the evening. Mm-hmm. And I would just working there, I didn't even really fucking like coffee, but I liked the pods. And I was just like, ooh, that one sounds good. And I'd try it and I'd dump all this creamer in. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Tastes like a hot milkshake.
Yeah, it's like a creamer.
And
it's creamer.
Dude, the Pop-Tarts, the frosted strawberry milkshake ones, dude, don't fucking buy those. Whoever thought to make a milkshake flavor hot is not fucking smart. It tastes like cooked Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, God. Mm-mm.
It's fucking weird.
No,
but
thanks.
anyway.
You heated your Pop-Tarts?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like doing that.
I never heated mine.
I've heard if you freeze them, they're really good.
No.
I've never tried
I've never done that either. I've just ate them
maybe
just
I
right out
should
of the
freeze
package.
that. Oh, actually, fuck.
I only heated up the cinnamon ones. The
s'mores ones, baby. That's my all-time favorite Pop-Tart.
Oh, okay.
If I get Pop-Tarts, I get one of those, and then I get like one of the specialty ones.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the crazy flavors
Oh
lately?
yeah, they got like Fruit Loops. now.
Yeah.
They got cereal ones.
They
now.
have
Fruit Loop
a
and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And,
Eggo waffle maple or something like that. Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
They had one other one. It sounded kind of cool.
There's a cinnamon roll one or cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
Or a honey bun.
I was a toaster strudel guy,
Oh, I love toaster
I
strudels.
love toast.
I ain't
toaster
had one of
strudels.
those in forever.
Yeah.
and I would do something kind of a strange thing, right? You had to, so you
I'd
had to
cook it, and then I'd put my cock in it.
it was always too hot. No, you had to.
Hot pocket.
It sucked. It sucked because you sacrificed one of them. So you either eat one plain without the frosting, or you get one with double frosting. And so I
wasn't greedy like that.
So I would eat them all normal until
You're
like the
psycho.
second to the last one, and then I'd do double
Leland.
frosting on that one,
Damn.
and I
Yeah,
would sacrifice
usually
the
do
last
that.
one and not eat it.
If I eat Lucky Charms, because I like to eat sometimes cereal just dry. I'll put it in a big, like the Fuzzy's taco cup or something, because that's how I always eat my cereal. But I'll just sit there and eat it dry. What? So if I eat
Not
my
in a bowl.
cereal,
Not in a bowl. Okay.
I have a 32-ounce like Fuzzy's taco,
All right.
and I just pour it, and then you eat the cereal, and then you just drink your milk.
Okay.
It's fucking smart. And if you sit down, like it's not, you don't risk it. You hold it like you're fucking Jeeves.
Well, how much milk are you putting in the bowl? I mean, you filling it all the way up to the
cup, yeah.
brim?
No.
Oh.
Like I put the cereal in about a little over halfway, and then whenever the cereal gets to the top, I stop.
Because I'm gonna be
So
real.
you'll
I'm
eat dry cereal and then you'll start getting.
Well, you have to push it down in it.
Oh.
It's like a.
I've never been concerned that I'm gonna spill my milk with my bowl because I've never had it up at at a level that it's.
But it's
I don't
like
have it
I
on-
like cereal
on the phone.
sometimes, and if I put a lot in there, it spills out, and it's like you get kicks and rolling everywhere. And you're like, damn, like the cat ate
All
the
right, so you
kicks.
eat in your cup. Okay.
Can't do
Yeah,
my jumping
so-
jacks on the way to the couch with.
I
my
feel like
bowl
though,
of
if you've got a cup though, you've got to have like a long spoon, like
Nah.
a real, because you got to like get,
You get the short ones,
or your
and you
hands
just,
all
you get
inside of it.
Well, you don't just like
But at some point,
Fist
you're-
it.
At some
you don't
point, you're
fist your cereal.
at some point you're fisting your cereal though. I mean, at some point, my hand's going to be in that cup.
Yeah.
Fuck off. But you just push it down in a little bit, get it all wet, and and then you just put it in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
And let it go down.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Like where this is going.
What was I originally?
But you were talking about
the
the Keurig pods.
yeah, the Keurig parts. Fucking Andy.
Yeah, Andrew.
Okay. So
It's Andrew now.
Andrew. Fuck off.
He's too terrified to come on your podcast.
That motherfucker.
I know. He's
He's just like. I'm like,
he said he would lock up and not say anything.
no, he wouldn't.
That's what he says.
Tell him Jesse's gonna come on.
Yeah, he won't.
I don't give a fuck if he comes on, but Jesse is. Jesse's way cooler.
Yeah.
But
Andrew.
fucking Andrew, whatever.
Whatever he wants to be called.
So I had all these Keurig pods, and Andy would just sit at home. He's Andy.
Andy.
He would just sit there, and he slept on the couch and drank all my fucking coffee. And I told him, you can have any of these you want, just do not drink the pumpkin spice ones because they're seasonal, and I can only get them a certain time of year.
now. Right.
Oh yeah, no problem, bro. Yeah. and then I went in there one day. I was just like, I'm gonna get me some coffee, and he drank every fucking
Every one of the
every
pumpkin
one.
spice?
Period.
Oh, all of them.
We're out of coffee, bro. And jittering like you fucking little cunt.
And
You
Andy
just-
sounds like a guy that wears
just
a
mainlining it?
size medium shirt. Is he?
Not really.
Nah.
He's like one of those kind of. Isn't it ironic? Like those kind of guys. Like he'd have the jeans with like the cut bottoms with your like Doc Martens, and then the ringer tee with the shirt button up over it with like the
Gold chain.
bead necklace. No, he was more like hippie kind of
hippie.
guitar guy.
Okay.
And then he had a hat and then his goatee and stuff, like real blonde. You met him.
Oh, did I?
It was at McFly's.
Oh,
That
okay.
motherfucker.
That
Yeah.
guy. Okay.
So,
That motherfucker.
so I'm gonna just call him out so he gets
Yeah.
there. He's like, "Hey, man."
Hey,
But yeah, he drank all my coffee.
motherfucker, you're
Man.
going down, Andy.
Fucking twat.
Yeah, but you got less pizza boxes now, so
I didn't have pizza. I maybe had one or two, because I worked at Pizza Hut, and because I didn't really get pizza there that often. So
And the way he made it sound in my head, and I was picturing is like your room was just like it was like a fortress of pizza
shit.
boxes.
yeah, I
Like
lived.
a castle of
I have a
Pizza
little
Hut
chair.
pizza boxes.
Yeah, like
It's like my throne.
like that was your life. You built this whole thing up just
Yeah.
around Pizza Hut.
It's like I don't need furniture.
I would say bringing that up, working at a place that sells food and stuff like that. I mean, how long do you go until that food is just like you just can't do it anymore? Like,
I mean, with Pizza Hut, I really didn't want the pizza. They had wings though, because
Yeah, Pizza Hut's wings
originally
are good.
my first job was at Domino's Pizza, and I worked there for like off and on, I think 2.5 years. So there, I was 18, and pizza was free. Fuck it, I'm hungry. And if you're hungry, like super hungry, and you're busy
yeah.
and you don't have time,
You'll
you're
eat
just
whatever.
like fucking grab me a slice on the way out the door or something.
right.
But by Pizza Hut, we didn't. So Domino's, we delivered to North Side a lot, and we had a lot of bad orders over there. To where we get there and they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't order pizza," or they just wouldn't answer the door and shit.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's fucking dumbasses. So like,
Okay.
fuck it, fool, don't answer it. But
So then you'd have to take the. And
yeah,
now
so
you
I
got
take it
free
back and like
pizza.
bad order, and if they didn't call back within an hour, or like within an hour of us receiving the order, then we had to remake it if it was after an hour. But if it
Right.
was like I get back and 15 minutes later we get a call saying, "Oh, they're home now. They didn't. They thought their daughter was staying there. But she was with her friends, little slut." And so, and then you just take it back out to them. But if it was over an hour, then they would be like, "Oh, they fell asleep." I'm like, I rang the doorbell and beat on the fucking door.
Right.
So, and then,
Yeah,
but
remake
after,
it.
we'd have times on them, and we're just sitting there, it's like, close enough. So,
Yeah, I got I frequented the Quick Trip
Yeah.
quite a bit, getting food and all that stuff. And I'll tell you
there's nothing appealing to me there now, really.
the breakfast pizza just like I died it got to a point like there was one day like it's like that one day you get that one slice and you're like, man, it's gonna be good. You take a bite and you're like, I can't fucking do it. This is-
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Right.
And so that's so I get that. Like working I never worked in a fast food place, or any type of place that sold food, but I did consume a lot of gas station food, and
At a certain point,
at a
it just
certain point
hits.
you just hit, you're just like, I
Yeah.
can't do it.
I think it's
Yeah.
the same with because it happened to Jordan when he was working at Pizza Hut. He'd come home with a pizza and wasn't even touched. He's like, if you guys want it, I can't eat
Yeah.
it. I mean, he'd still eat the wings that
that's what I would eat, because
Yeah.
I'd do my own wings. I'd be like, we're gonna put a little this and that.
And then Casey was at Taco Bell, and so she'd do the same thing. She'd come home with a box of like tacos or something, and not one was ate. I'm like, "Are you not hungry?" She's like, "I just can't. You guys can have."
I've
them all."
smelt this all day.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yesterday was my anniversary with Quick Trip. I hit 29 years with the company yesterday. Yeah. Next year I get my sabbatical number 2.
Oh, really?
So 4 weeks off.
That's fucking
Man.
cool.
Yeah. And
It doesn't increase a week every like sabbatical year or whatever.
no.
That'd be cool. Next time you get 5 weeks off.
Next year,
Yeah.
at your 40 years, you get a whole year.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. I'll get paid for a year for doing nothing.
I mean, like the hot dogs, it's a hot dog. I mean, I think I can eat that no matter what.
You
but-
learn to do it
yeah.
a certain way, because like
Yeah.
the brats
Yeah.
and getting some mayonnaise on it. That was my favorite way.
No. Oh,
Yes.
you just killed it. No. No.
Fuck you, Leland.
Man, I can't even.
You may have fought for our country, you piece of shit, but you're wrong about this.
I can't do mayo, man. I can do
I
it if
love
it's like
mayo.
if
Period
it's-
mayo,
If
or-
it's like I'm not doing period anything. I don't want any of that mayo.
Well, I mean, like no mayo
Slurpee.
whatsoever.
No. Like if it's like mixed in with like if it's like mixed in like a chicken salad or something like
Yeah,
that, where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I'm not just eating mayonnaise,
Right.
Then I'm good. But like, dude, I don't want mayo on a burger. I
love
don't want
mayo.
mayo on a hot dog.
I don't really like mayo on a burger.
I don't want mayo
I
on
love
a
it.
sandwich. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I love
Like-
mayo on a sandwich. And
I like it on there. I make a fried egg sandwich in the morning. I put mayonnaise on it.
That's great.
And then so the trick is you sprinkle some like shredded cheese down first and let that crisp up just a little bit, and then you put your egg on top of it, so it has like a cheese crust on it. And then and you'll thank me.
Yeah.
And then
I won't.
Trust me,
I
it's
won't.
fucking good.
I won't because
You don't like eggs.
I
I don't.
you don't like eggs
Fucking
either.
I do. I do like scrambled, and that's about as far as I go.
That's yeah.
Dude, fried egg is the way to go. I
I
put
love
seasoning
fried
on it, and then you toast your bread, and then put some mayonnaise, and then
Like I want to like it, but
it's
I
good.
just can't do it.
I'll make you one.
I don't want.
I'll be right back, Tim. Hold on, Leland.
Hold on, we're gonna blow your mind.
I'm just over here crying like
egg, Sammy.
We're gonna change your life, Leland.
you're over here forcing me to eat it. I've just got tears running.
Eat.
What is it? What did this show turn into?
Yes. Fear factor.
It becomes your most watched episode just because I'm.
There's
crying.
a war vet on there. They're forcing him to
Forced
eat.
to eat. Jared's got a gun in his head.
Yeah. Say it again, Leland.
Say, I love
Eat
mayo.
this egg, Sammy.
I have decided that as I get older, I'm going to wear coveralls all the time. I'm gonna be that old guy.
Oh, you're gonna be that.
I'm going to be that old guy because for those that don't know, I'm wearing coveralls right now, and they're extremely
stand up and show it
They're
off.
extremely comfy. Here. I'll stand up for the camera, but I've got a story about these particular ones.
Okay.
Oh,
Got this and then the back.
Oh yeah.
So they're a visit.
here we have Tim. I mean Leland. Fuck. Never mind. I fucked it up.
Visit Fort Worth did their annual meeting, and then they released a limited run of like their coverall. These coveralls that has Fort Worth on the back of it, and then some shirts too. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. So I bought it. All right. Anyways, so we're at the Visit Fort
Do
Worth.
you wear it in public?
Yeah, man.
Do you get beat up a lot?
No, it's comfy, man.
Do people thank you for your service?
Only if I wear this hat, which is funny.
Yeah.
Thank
got
you for your service. You're like, I serve proud.
Yeah.
You got this.
I bleed Panther blood.
Got this Panther. The Funky Panther hat.
Big Panther energy.
Big Panther energy, and it's got the what they call scrambled eggs. It's like the
like Top Gun hat.
Yeah. And we get some looks on that one. But anyways, I bought this, and I was like extra large, so I get extra large. This is not an extra. It is an extra large, but turns out it's an extra large woman's.
Ooh, sexy.
It's a little tight in the crotch, and so then I was like, I'm gonna get another one because they issued another one, and I've got one that actually has my name.
Oh.
Chain. It's like chain stitch. It looks really cool, but I can never wear that one now because I was like, I'm gonna go up a size. So we got an extra large.
Yeah.
It's a man's extra large or XXL. I mean,
Yeah.
and that 2XL. I feel like I am swimming in it, and I'm like, what the hell? And so then I started looking. It's like, okay, this is
Get an
actually
alteration,
ladies.
maybe.
So I'm gonna have to get this. I'm gonna get this altered a little bit. 'Cause
Yeah.
it actually fits okay, other than the crotch.
Big Dick Leland over here.
Yeah. So,
That
Yes,
cock served our country.
but yes, I wear this out in public, and no, I don't get beat up, and no, I don't.
Do
get
you go
weird
sit at
looks.
Waffle House?
I should though. Go sit at Waffle House, but I'm gonna be that old guy that's gonna.
And then whenever they like just start asking you like, so tell us about Vietnam, and
I'm gonna tell them
you just
all crazy stories.
and then they
man.
finally, what's Big Panther Energy? Oh, it's my podcast. It's like you never were in Nam, bitch. I wasn't even alive.
Tell me about that Gulf War. I'm like, all right, I'll tell you
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. I was 15.
Pete Mitchell was my wingman.
That's what's wild right now is that whenever someone talks about the war or whatever, my mind goes to Vietnam because I
Yeah.
remember seeing all the we had all
Right.
these old Vietnam vets, right?
Yeah.
And maybe the first Gulf War. Like
Okay.
those two. That's what my mind goes to. Now
Right.
when people talk about the war, they're talking about Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Really?
Yeah. Right after September 11th.
Yeah.
Because it's, what, 20 something years,
that-
24
so-
years now, 23, somewhere in there?
It's 9/11.
Yeah.
It was
2001,
2001,
yeah.
so 23. Well, this will be 23.
23 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, and so we start thinking
Jordan.
about, like, yeah, dude, it's fucking wild. So people are like, war. And I immediately go to that, but, it's not, we're old, man.
I know.
Shit.
So I've got to pick my era. I got to pick which war when I'm going to reference.
Yeah.
I'm just going to reference the meme war of like
Exactly.
of 2018.
The RIP podcast war.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a doozy.
Yeah.
Lost a lot of good men in there.
RIP podcast, and then the what's it called? TFTI podcast. So we got
Oh, yeah.
a little battle.
Oh yeah,
They bailed out. They're done.
they're not
They
doing the
quit.
podcast
They
anymore?
closed shop up.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
they're stepping away. I don't know.
I think he's doing more film stuff because I see him
Yeah.
post on that Spectre.
Spectra.
Spectre.
Spectre. There you go. Spectre. Like Ghost. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Like a ghost.
And I've seen him posting a couple clips lately, so maybe he's
Yeah.
starting to film back
He
up.
probably is. He's probably shifting focus there, but
Hell yeah. Do what you need to do, brother.
all right.
More power to you.
So are y'all
Go get it.
excited for the eclipse?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm what day is it? Is it like a day?
Monday.
April
Is it
4th?
It's Monday.
Yeah.
Like this Monday.
No,
it's like
it's April 8th.
April.
It's a Monday.
So it's like 2 weeks.
I'm debating if I want to be at work or not.
I don't know. It's very weird. They're having like National Guard on standby.
Yeah.
Have you heard about all that stuff that's
Yeah.
going on with it?
Well, they think a lot of people are going to be here and they're going to show up.
Yeah, and they're saying like
They're
get
travel out of state.
so many 2 weeks worth of supply of food and
Yeah.
full tank of gas and have cash on hand.
Dude, I'm gonna have my rifle, my truck, and I'm gonna be ready to
You'd be dressed like that.
Yeah.
This is
Get
for
out.
the Panther.
No, I'm gonna be ready to get out. I'm gonna be ready to get out of town. You know.
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, it's
Or I'll wear
going
this.
to be cool, but
Throw my cowboy
this-
boots on.
The conspiracists think that it's the
end of the world.
ninth planet or whatever, 10th planet, whatever they want to call it, Nibiru, that it's coming back, and that's why the people have been seeing two suns in the sky and all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some cowboy boots on. I'm gonna walk through the mean streets of Panther City, just kicking in heads.
Yeah.
and reclaiming the town from all these hippies that are showing up just to watch the fucking eclipse.
Get a haircut.
man.
Get out of here, hippie.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Put that on your YouTube.
You fucking hippie.
Your U channel.
No, I'm excited about it. I mean, I think because Chad and them went to they went up to Kansas at the last eclipse, so they could be in like totality or whatever.
The one in back in October or whatever.
No, a couple
or the
of-
2017.
2017 one.
Okay.
Yeah. They went up to I think they ended up in Kansas City. I think it was where they went. And what's up?
I don't know. Something sounded like something crawling on a wall over here, and my thing. So I don't know if I just wiggled my ear and it made the thing move. But I was just like, "What the fuck is that?"
Like,
And then
see, like, look
I was
at
trying to do it, just like glance, and
Yeah,
then
he
Jared's
looks
looking
up
up there.
like-
He's like,
What are you looking at?
You got a demon in the corner or what?
It's loose.
"Don't talk about the eclipse."
Yeah, no, I kind of want to see it. They did that though. They went up there and did this whole road trip.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm gonna-
crazy. Like prices for hotels and stuff up whenever that was happening was outrageous.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to shoot up here.
Yeah, because that's what I assumed. I was like, well, yeah, I would assume that they're telling you that because you're not going to want to get out and shit and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know. There's so much conspiracy theory stuff
Yeah,
with it.
A lot of
I'm
people are
just
saying
like,
it's going to be the end of the world.
yeah, it's
the world's going to
the
end. on that.
rapture or
Mhm.
something, or
The
it's going to be the
rapture's
3
gonna
days of
come. It's like,
darkness.
oh my
You know
gosh.
what?
I know. I'm like, fucking bring it.
Yeah.
That means I don't have to pay taxes anymore. You
Exactly.
know, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Let's all get to a better place.
Let's just end it
Exactly.
here and
We'll start journeying in the solar system.
maybe I'll end up with my own planet or something. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
There's a whole
I
there's,
could
there's
become
a,
Silver Surfer.
So
there's a whole belief system about that. You get your
yeah.
own planet after
that'd
with
be
a
cool.
certain I don't know. I'm not going to go into it.
So you know the picture that's
They'll show up at my house.
there's like an infinite number of planets, so there's got to be some. So the
I should be able to get my own fucking planet if there's.
the picture that has like all those galaxies in it and stuff that James Webb took,
Yeah.
Oh.
and it's all like super detailed now, and like
Right.
Hubble took one fucking however many years ago.
Yeah.
So that thing they say is like the equivalent of holding up a speck of sand to the sky. That's that much, and there's that many galaxies it can see.
Yeah, they said like
So that's just one tiny little fucking dot of everything around.
what was
us.
it
Right.
to say that like we've explored space or whatever would be the equivalent of like taking a glass and scooping the ocean and be like, we know everything that's in
Yeah.
the ocean now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking insane how big.
And it's ever expanding
Yeah.
too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now they're seeing that it's expanding at different rates in different parts. So I don't know what that means, but it's blowing their minds.
But
or
have you seen the deal where they saw streetlights on a planet?
Yeah, I keep seeing that, but then I heard someone say that it was fake. But
I don't know, man.
Well, they supposedly saw city lights on another planet. Like, so the James Webb Telescope. Do you know anything about it? Really?
A little bit.
So it's this fucking badass telescope that's in the sky, like just floating out in space.
Right.
And basically it's a big ass fucking camera that's super fucking cool. But what the difference between Hubble and James Webb is Hubble could see like so much, like this much spectrum of light. Mm-hmm. James Webb can see like this much. Okay. And it's infrared versus whatever the fuck Hubble did.
Right.
So yeah, there is some photo touching and stuff to get it like however you need it. But this telescope can see so fucking far that they were able to see, I don't know, did they actually see it? But they were hoping to see where the universe actually started, because you can technically see back in time by looking at stuff. So the term a light year, that's the amount it would take that light, you know, if it's 1 light year away, that would take 1 year to get you.
Right.
So if we were to float out and 65 million light years away and we turned around and looked at a telescope like at Earth and we were able to zoom in right then, the light that's there, we would be seeing like dinosaurs and shit, technically. So that's how far off it is. So we can see so far back that we can see like the beginning and stuff. That's what they were trying to get at.
Holy cow.
But now it's able to look at other planets and stuff and analyze their atmosphere, see what chemicals are in it and all this shit. There's so much shit it can do.
Could you imagine if it like zooms in and it catches a planet and there happens to be like a, it's like
you see a guy going,
it's like a 3-story, it's like a
fuck you.
It's like a 3-story walk up in Brooklyn or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a little brownstone. There's some, people in a window just kind of like looking out.
Yeah.
That's what you're seeing.
I know. You're like, well, we don't want to go there.
Like, this is weird, And then they got like 2 heads and all that. It's exact replica of Earth, only just like slightly different.
Yeah. But it's insane that this telescope can do that. And it's so detailed. It can see all this shit. And because it sees like infrared light and everything, and it can just detect all that shit. So,
right.
So it's pretty fucking big.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
you think you're special, you're not.
I should
a speck of nothing.
was it that the Black Knight satellite thing that's circulating?
Yeah, there's some satellite that's been orbiting Earth for like I don't even know how long, like
a long time. They picked it up in like I think the 50s at some point, and even before that,
consistently. And doesn't it transmit a signal?
It has a radio signal.
So,
but what it did was it also shifted its orbit and started doing a polar orbit, which is something we've only been able to do recently. So I don't know.
It's fucking nuts. Like
they say
there's shit out there, but
some people say it's just space debris that from something that we did, and then others are like, yeah, we don't want to mess with it because what if it has, countermeasures and stuff? And it's just observing.
Exactly.
And then the signal it's transmitting is supposed to be like from this one part of this galaxy, and if you look at it,
it's
there's
like
a void.
Oh, really?
There's a void there. Like you see like light all around it, but then there's like this square area that it's cloaked or whatever, and there's nothing there. So
it's like
weird.
Google Maps. You don't want your picture. We don't want our galaxy pictured.
So there was a comedian talking about this. It was pretty funny talking about aliens. How they're supposed to be the smarter being.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, but they always crash on our planet.
Oh yeah,
and they're never wearing clothes.
They're naked and
Ralph
they're
Barbosa.
bad.
Is that
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so. From what I see on TikTok and stuff, granted this is all hearsay, but they always say that like aliens are technically just higher dimensional beings, and then they're already here and stuff, but we just can't see them because we can't see that dimension yet.
Right.
So because our
third eye,
our what's it called? The
mind's eye,
it's a certain eye.
The dot.
Pineal gland.
Third eye.
Our pineal gland is technically your third eye, which it's being suppressed by the government.
I feel like it's my wiener, man.
Fluoride and stuff.
It's my wiener.
Pineal gland. Yeah. This is my pineal gland. I can see your future. It's going to be coming soon.
Real good.
Coming soon to a mouth near you.
Well, that's like the whole thing with the there's a theory about like ghosts. All it is actually just like the string theory where everything's
everything's happening at once.
Everything's happening at once, and like the ghost that we think is a ghost actually thinks we're a ghost because it's some crosstalk. It's like when you get like you're listening to the radio and for some reason you pick up your neighbor talking on their phone.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a reference that people probably won't get these days.
Yeah. What's Leland talking about? Was that in the war? Was Charlie there?
That's how we spied on the Russians. You know? We would.
James Bond came in with his Ninja Turtles.
You get that, but you get that little bleed over or whatever. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's basically. So you've seen Interstellar, right?
Right.
So that's kind of a good representation of how they think it kind of may work,
Right.
Because everything's happening at once, and then I don't know. That stuff just fascinates the shit out of me.
It's just where you're at that moment in time, and
so if you're able to raise your vibrational frequency, then you're able to bring yourself into the next dimension or something like that.
Yeah, there was a dude that I saw some things that were talking about he disappeared. He was talking about this certain frequency or whatever.
Yeah,
and
so he had a tone generator, and there was two frequencies he played simultaneously, and it literally made a portal, which it could be computer generated and stuff, but
I want to believe it's real.
Fun to think about.
Yeah,
right. I like to think man, he's fucking gone. So, but even the whole thing that they have to tell us, but they tell us through movies. So even Indiana Jones, did you see the last one?
No.
It deals with some motherfucker Siri, I don't need to. This bitch.
Just Google Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I'm I don't need to Google it, but it deals with time travel and stuff, but it deals with wormhole portals.
Okay.
Where you can jump and stuff, and then it closes, and then you have to wait, till it opens again or whatever. So it kind of deals with something
I did
like that.
see that. I can't remember.
It
was the Dial of Destiny. So
yeah, I need to see
it's
that.
the most recent one. It's not bad at all. I still enjoyed it. I love Indiana Jones. I love Harrison Ford. He's such a good actor.
They just ruined it with the Crystal Skull, man.
It was an interesting one.
Yeah,
because this one
I need to go back and rewatch it because I liked it.
The Dial of Destiny goes back with having Nazis again, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. I need to see that one.
But that's the thing is they say that they have to tell us through media the real truth and everything, and then that's how they do it is through movies and stuff. So
that movie was good. I enjoyed.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
it was
the hell
pretty
of it.
good. I just love Indiana Jones. I'm a huge fan of that. So.
There's a and I can't remember the video game, but there's it's going to give away just a little bit of Indiana Jones, but there's a video game that you can play where you go back into time.
Mm-hmm.
But with into a battle like the Roman Empire, only you've got M16s and
oh yeah, I saw that,
all sorts of stuff. So that's what that movie reminded me of that a little bit, And so
that's crazy.
But yeah, it's crazy to think about. But he created this portal, and it looked like it just started opening up, and it was a total different area. It was like a beach or something.
What the fuck?
And I guess he went through and just
that was it.
Gone.
That was it. He's done. Well, it's the astral projection stuff and all that.
Yeah.
That's been on CIA documents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You know what astral projection is?
No, I haven't heard about that.
It's basically when you fall asleep, you're able to leave your body and go remote view shit.
Oh, okay.
So there's that, and that's CIA stuff. The whole Stranger Things, they say that's basically them telling us about the Montauk Project, which they did the same thing supposedly with that, where they ran tests on these kids and basically kind of gave them superpowers or whatever.
And
it was just weird stuff like that. So.
It just makes me. What about men who stare at goats? What was that? Was that real? You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, you need to watch it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's it's funny.
Yeah,
stupid in a sense, but it's funny. I mean, George Clooney's great in it.
George is a doll.
Yeah, no, it really. Watch
He's
it.
A fancy boy.
Watch it because it's I feel like that might be the kind of the same concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like to believe in some of it because I think it's kind of cool, but it's just I don't know.
I mean, I'm just thankful in our lifetime they've confirmed. Oh yeah, UFOs are a thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
We've got some shit that crashed too.
Yeah,
that's one of the things is that the aliens coming back is like us from the future, and they're just on a different frequency, and they're able to come in and out. So that's why you see them sightings, and they're just gone.
They're gone.
Remember to set your watch.
Yeah. Oh. Don't forget to wind your watch.
Say hi to the princesses.
You'll see. So
If that happens, man, I'm gonna flip out. If I see my other self come in and remind me of something,
dude,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
I would be like, whoa,
Whoa. Totally radical.
it's not gay.
maybe that's what Bill and Ted the whole time was
Yeah,
like. That
exactly.
was the government showing, like saying, yeah, this is actually real.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be something funny.
But I want to.
This is all
What was
weird.
Borat trying to tell us? So,
Oh fuck,
or Bruno, you know? I mean,
God, Bruno, that movie. It's so gay. Like he stretches himself out on an office chair
Yeah.
and slingshots a dildo in his butt. It's just like, dude, do you just try to? What's the gayest thing I could do right now?
just like got to step it up, man.
yeah.
Yeah, that movie was a
Then
waste. of my
Dictator, I
time.
watched that one. It was kind of funny.
I never watched that one.
It's decent.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's all right.
No.
I swear. I mean, if the government's trying to tell us something, I'm trying to figure out like what this. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just seeing, I was like, how long have we been going? I was like, it feels like forever. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's only been like an hour or so.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Yeah, pretty good so far.
Waffle House talk.
I'm just curious. Like, if that's the case, if the government's telling us things through movies, I want to know what all these different movies.
Oh, yeah.
They're actually telling us things through The Simpsons.
Yeah.
The Simpsons
There's
did everything.
There's so much stuff. And
The Simpsons have all the predictions, right? And then
Yeah.
Futurama is actually what the future is gonna be, because it's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still Matt Groening, right? So he's done all these predictions.
True, I
like
didn't
it's
think
not
that.
predictions, but it's all this stuff. And then like, all right, we got to make this one show so they can see exactly what they're in for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Santa trying to kill everybody.
You in, Maddie? I got you, buddy.
Straight up, did Idiocracy come out first, or was it Futurama?
I think
Futurama was first.
Because I mean, it's a very similar.
I never
principle,
really
right?
watched it.
Futurama or Idiocracy.
Futurama. Idiocracy, I love.
Nah,
That's-
you would probably like Futurama, I think. If you,
I
got
feel like I
into it.
would. I just don't ever take the time to do it.
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
It's a similar concept, though. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you get frozen and then you wake up in the future, and everything's weird.
Is that the redheaded guy?
Yeah, Fry,
Opie? Oh, Fry.
Bender.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's basically Idiocracy, only not as dumb.
Yeah, Idiocracy is so fucking dumb.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Go away, I'm baiting.
Yeah. Shut up, idiot. Dumbass.
I yell at my girlfriend all the time. Like, I'll be not that.
Dumbass.
Go
Dumbass.
away, go away, I'm baiting. Because she'll like, I'll be in the bedroom or whatever, and I'll hear her coming down the hallway, and I'm like, go away, I'm baiting. She didn't know what that was
Then
from.
you hear her coming running.
Then she starts running.
She didn't know what that was from, and
You're
so,
late. Had to get started without you. Finish me off, woman.
I made her watch it, Idiocracy.
Oh,
And so
you
she,
big.
I
You
made her
stand there and
watch me.
stare at me, woman. We're having
her-
fun, right?
I
Say,
made her watch
Say it.
Idiocracy, and
say I look hot.
she was like, "What a waste of my time."
Luscious Leland.
Let's just leave.
She probably was like,
I gotta change the title of this episode now. Waffle House Talk with Luscious Leland.
All right.
Oh boy. What else do I want to know about? So how was y'all's week?
Oh man, we're just
We
getting
are
into
so
that,
fucking
yeah.
backwards on this episode, but yeah,
It's the first episode back from y'all.
Yeah.
for y'all. So
I'm forgetting shit. We just get into a conversation with old Leland.
old Leland. He just gets it going, you know.
Stops by with his goats. I just assume you'd have goats.
Talking to goats.
well, I've got a whole like compound, man. I've got chickens, and I'm a doomsday prepper.
Nice.
I've got a bunker.
Can you give me some cannon advice?
I've got a bunker. I've got some tripwire, some homemade explosives.
C4.
I'm gonna get a knock on the door now. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, "I heard Leland
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
that." ATF shows up, doesn't no knock, kills my dog. You know, just normal stuff. Anyways,
Yeah. What the ATF does up.
my week was pretty good actually.
What did you do,
I
Leland?
went to Panther City Lacrosse on Friday night.
Oh, cool.
Got to
Nice.
watch the old boys do their thing out on the turf, and we won. Went to overtime. It was exciting. It was fun. More people need to go out there and watch it.
Are we pretty good?
Yeah, we got a decent team. It's not bad. We
How big is like the league? Like, how many teams are there?
That I couldn't tell you, but I mean, it is a professional team and it's a professional sport. It's National Lacrosse League, so in NLL.
Nice.
Okay.
It's televised and everything.
Wow.
Do they draft and everything?
I think
Straight out of college.
I think they do draft, but like, so the difference is it's box lacrosse versus field lacrosse.
I don't know what
So
lacrosse is at all.
So lacrosse, you got sticks and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so box lacrosse is so much like hockey. All right, so if you've ever watched hockey, then you can go.
Actually, yeah.
If you
I
ever
occasionally glance at
okay,
it.
if you've glanced at hockey, you
Yeah.
could be like, you'd go out there and be like, oh, this is like hockey,
yeah.
except they don't have skates.
Okay.
But you can hit people with your sticks, which you can't do in hockey.
What
and you
the
can,
fuck?
yeah, and you can cross check and stuff.
Damn.
And dude, they slam people into the wall. They get into fights. I mean, it's very similar to hockey.
Wow.
That doesn't
is-
sound fun at all.
Dude, it is fun to watch. Go out there and watch them play.
They like beat the shit out of each other?
And throw lacrosse balls super hard.
Yeah.
Like smack each other in the shin?
Sometimes it happens.
Oh.
So sometimes it happens. It's
They have like
uh,
a gentleman's agreement. We're like, hey,
if shit goes,
don't hit me in the dick.
I'm imagining they're wearing cuffs, but if like shit goes sideways, man, they gloves are off and they're punching each other.
Do they
man.
wear
It's
any like gear or anything?
helmets?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the goalie's got like a full. I mean, they're in like all this pad and stuff.
They've got some padded gloves.
Damn.
Dude, they're getting hit as hard as like hockey pucks. Like whenever
I
hockey
bet.
pucks are
Fuck.
hit, I mean it's moving.
They can move.
Oh, yeah.
They can launch.
Do you
that
hit
fucking
the other
ball.
guys with the ball? Or?
Sometimes that
you
happens.
can.
Sometimes
I mean,
that
if
happens.
you
That's
get
not the
fucking
object,
way.
though?
No, you want to get it into the goal.
Yeah, and a lot of the players will throw themselves to try to help the goalie. They'll throw themselves in front of the ball, so they
Yeah.
will get hit by. And those things are moving at least.
That's like a
100.
What kind? How ball
It's
is
like a
it?
little solid piece
Yeah.
of rubber, about like that big.
Like a wall ball?
Yeah, kind of.
Is it flexible?
Not really.
Not much give to it.
Just hard?
Yeah, it's like a hard piece of rubber coming
Like
at
the
you.
core of a baseball
Core of
or
a baseball.
softball or something?
Yeah, probably. It's just what irritates me. And it's not really it's not irritating in the sense of like I'm mad about it, but it's like you go there and there's just not a whole lot of crowd at the game.
Yeah.
Dickies is a little bit pricey, and that kind of can be a little bit of that. And the
Yeah.
tickets are not that cheap either. But if you get the cheap seats, since there's not that many people that go,
You can move down.
you just move down.
Yeah.
Dang.
So yeah, I think more
You
people
heard
should
it
go,
here.
have a good time. The match lasts. It's like a couple hours, and then you're out.
Leland Sutherford
Yeah,
telling you how it is.
But yeah. That's what I mean. I just work between that work and the podcast, and going to Panther City Lacrosse. Yeah,
Yeah.
Living life.
I might go see the new Ghostbusters movie.
I do want to see that.
Thinking about seeing
Really
that
bad.
maybe tomorrow.
I
Got
want to see that.
to do my mom and dad's taxes tomorrow. They want me to come over to do that. I'm not a tax expert, so I'm told her don't expect much from me.
Right.
You might get audited, you might not. I can't promise anything. So
Right.
they're okay with that. So I'm going to do that for them. But then I think I might go see the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah. That thing looks good.
I was surprised with
really
the last
Dude,
one.
I've watched
yeah.
that one like 3 or 4 times.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
only
me
seen
too.
it once, but I held off for so long. I didn't watch the girl one,
No.
but
I watched the
did.
girl a little bit
Is
because my girls were watching it one day. So I got bits and pieces of it, but it's
Here's my issue with it.
Yeah.
I have no issue with them wanting to do an all girl cast.
right.
That's not the problem.
yeah.
But what they did was they took the original movie and just remade it with an all girl cast
Right.
and switched the roles. So instead of having Janine or whatever answer the phones,
Yeah.
they had what's his face, pretty boy.
Matthew McConaughey.
I can't remember his name now. Anyways, they had him as the receptionist, and then all the girls were the Ghostbusters.
That Chris Hemsworth,
Yeah.
Thor, the guy
Oh.
who played Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just like I went in thinking it was a continuation of the story, like
Yeah.
passing the torch,
Right.
and then it wasn't. It was just like,
A
oh,
remake.
you
They
literally
basically did
just-
everything that the first movie did.
you had
Yeah.
no original idea.
No.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
That's why I like the third one.
Yeah.
The
'Cause it was
Afterlife,
actually a
it's
Afterlife.
it's
That
a
was-
continuation of the story. It's just nice.
And it brings in a new group. Like, I love that they're doing that now, taking all these classic series and popping out another sequel now and bringing back the originals, but then introducing a new group where you can just kind of branch off of
You
them
keep the
now.
story
Right.
going, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't take away from the original.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like
I'm
Star Wars did.
I'm fucking pumped about Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to mention that.
It looks good.
Did you see this trailer? Oh,
the
my
trailer
God.
looks fucking good,
Dude,
man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a chub right now.
Beetlejuice. That is my childhood movie, man.
Yes.
Like, I watched that so many
It's
times.
a classic. It's just, I can watch that anytime, any day.
It's so
I will
fucking
watch
good.
Beetlejuice.
I'm excited because we were talking about it at work, and
And I love how the name is Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
It's not Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah.
You know, or Beetlejuice the New Coming or whatever. It's Beetlejuice.
some
Beetlejuice.
gay Beetlejuice 2 Judgment Day.
You've beetled your last juice.
Yeah.
No more juice. Bug spray.
I don't know what
You said you were talking about it at work, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We were talking about it at work, and I was like, is Tim Burton still? I hope he's attached. And I looked, and I was like, okay, he is.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God.
Yeah, you have
I was
to
like,
be.
it's going to be the same feel, I feel
Exactly.
like, and just better technology.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
where I think they went wrong with whenever they were doing the George Clooney Batman, is that Tim Burton wasn't attached to it at that point.
Yeah.
And so they tried to make it still kind of have that whimsical, dark, Tim Burton-esque feel,
Yeah.
but it just fell so short.
Yeah, because Joel Schumacher did he did the last two, I think.
He did Batman and Robin and
Batman Forever.
Forever.
Yeah, so he took over, and it just kind of it took so much more of a
Batman
cartoony
Forever was
kind of
good,
vibe.
but Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Batman
was-
Forever was pretty good. I love that. I still love Batman and Robin, even though it's so stupid, just because it's one of those movies I watched all the time as a kid. 'Cause I
Yeah.
love those Batman movies.
Yeah.
But Batman Forever is fucking amazing.
Ooh, I saw the new Batman again the other night. It was on TV, and so I watched it.
Oh, the Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah, it was the
I love
second
that
time I
one.
watched
Me
it,
too.
and watching it the second time made me bring it up another. I'd say it's probably my third favorite Batman.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a long one.
It's a long one, but I
movie,
just
but
love
it's
the
one.
tone of it and
yeah.
everything.
well,
and-
like what you were saying on our last podcast about how it was more of the detective side of things.
Yeah.
And that's when when it came on, I'm like, I'm going to watch this with a kind of different look.
Yeah.
And when I kind of looked at it more of a detective looking, yeah, it's a lot like that.
yeah, it's
You're
almost
exactly
like an
right.
old, like, kind of
It's
crime
almost
movie or
well.
something.
It's also kind of like playing the game Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like playing the game.
It very much
you
is.
know, it has that feel of he's being that's the only thing that I kind of wish they would have used and had him kind of have that look to where he can go into that detective mode in his vision and look at different things like that. That would have been cool, but still, all in all, that thing has completely jumped up
Yeah.
to probably my third favorite Batman. So
Because I was just wondering, I was like, how the fuck is he gonna be Batman? But then I always think, I'm like, well, Heath Ledger, everyone was like, what the fuck? And then he was like an amazing Joker. So I'm
Exactly.
like, they see something that we don't. So-
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a Dark Knight fan.
oh, I love the Dark Knight.
I don't like that. I don't like that Batman. I like the cinematics. I like because it's Christopher Nolan,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be good.
It's a very
right?
realistic Batman.
I
take on
like
Batman.
that, but and that was the only problem I had with the Robert Pattinson version is because he kind of carried on that Batman or whatever.
Yeah, he did change
And
his voice a bit, not as much as Bell did.
Yeah.
but-
So I don't want to hear that, but
Yeah.
like
Lord.
and I don't understand why Bell did it. He tried to explain it the other. There's a thing I was watching where he was talking with the director, and he came to him and he did that thing with his voice, and Christopher Nolan just like, yeah, it's good. You should roll with it. And like,
Yeah, sure, whatever, Christian.
thanks.
I mean, it's like, why?
Yeah.
You know, why do you do that?
It's like
What do you think of this as a voice?
I'm a forever Michael Keaton Batman.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Michael
Yeah,
Keaton,
he's always been my Batman.
sure.
But
he was my Batman,
For sure.
and I just liked not just his being Batman, but the Bruce Wayne. His character is Bruce Wayne,
Right.
Yeah.
And
Did you
just
see
like-
does
saw
it
him in
both
the Flash?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He does both well. He's a good Bruce. He's a good Batman.
Yeah.
You know, like Val Kilmer, I thought he was a pretty good Batman, but not a very good Bruce.
Yeah.
George Clooney, I thought he was a good Bruce, but not a good Batman. You know, and he probably just wasn't good either which way. But
Well, I mean, what sold it for me in that first Batman was, whenever reporters, they're walking through like the Hall of Armor, and he starts talking about basically like,
Oh, here's the Wicker King.
he's like, what kind of prick owns this kind of stuff?
King of the Wicker People.
God, I
It's
haven't
like,
watched that one in forever.
Where did he get this from? China? I bought it in Japan, or that's Japanese.
How do you know?
How do you know? because I bought it in Japan.
But just that right there has got me. And I
That
was
guy
like,
Robert
right.
Wool.
Right.
That
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
There's what was it?
Give
It was a
Forrest a
Saturday
grant.
Night Live skit, and it was Will Ferrell doing Elton John. And it's like more songs I rewrote for famous people because it was making fun of like how he changed the lyrics to "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road" for Princess Di when she died.
yeah.
So one of the songs he's like singing about, he's like, you're Robert Wool. Like he's singing a song about him. He's like, this one's not dead, but
Oh my God.
that just always makes me think of that. But.
Did you see Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito at the Oscars?
Yes.
And they saw
Michael Keaton in the
Keaton.
office.
So I thought at first
guy I am scared of.
I thought they were gonna do like a twins thing,
Yeah.
you know. I thought that's
That's
what
what
I thought it was.
And I was like,
And then-
please announce a sequel.
Yeah.
But then they go into the whole, start doing the Batman stuff and Penguin, and Michael Keaton's there just giving him like the side eye, just glaring at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is
It
so
was-
good.
And
It
the
was
Penguin,
staged,
Michael Keaton
but-
definitely took down the Penguin, but it was George Clooney who was with fucking
Mr. Freeze, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze. So
Arnold
that's
doesn't
still-
remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting old. Look at me. You're still my Batman.
he's giving me my weakness.
George who?
Fuck that guy. Yeah.
I thought that was cool, but
Yeah.
it was definitely staged.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
But Keaton's look that he was
Yeah,
doing,
he
that
just
was-
kind of-
and just like
The thing that really irritates me is that they made a whole Batgirl movie where Michael Keaton was in as Batman again, and HBO won't release it. They shelved it for some reason because Flash did bad, and
but they've made the whole movie. It's all done. And
Yeah.
really, I haven't heard of
it's
that.
I've heard, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and there's I think is that the one where Brendan Fraser? He's
Is he Nightwing?
no, he's the villain.
Yeah, and
It's like the Hornet or
Something like that. I was super excited about it because I heard that it was like Michael Keaton's going to be Batman again. I was
Yeah.
like, hell yeah, this is going to be great. And it just never panned out. And then you had the Flash, which I enjoyed the Flash.
I
thought it was
did
good.
just because it was
Yeah.
very nostalgic,
But-
but then
Yeah.
going back and looking, I'm like, this is fucking stupid in some
Well,
parts.
I still enjoyed it, but he got
Yeah.
he got canceled.
Yeah.
Like his whole thing.
Oh
like,
yeah, because he's a fucking drunk twat.
yeah. And so that was the issue with there. But you get that little taste of Michael Keaton as Batman, right?
Yeah, and you're just like, oh.
yeah. But then they just got rid of
So
maybe they'll drop it at some point. I
who
don't,
played
really
Batgirl? Do you know?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I heard Michael Keaton Batman. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Yeah.
I should be looking this up instead of just sitting here
I just didn't know
staring.
if it was, I didn't
go
know if
back
it
to
was the
mine.
girl that was in Batman and Robin, because at the end of that movie, she's running out as Batgirl with Batman and Robin. They're all three running into the.
Batgirl.
I mean, I'd be okay with that. I liked her.
I want to say I can't think of her name. I want to say Reese.
Leslie Grace plays Barbara Gordon. Firefly. That's who Brendan Fraser
Yeah,
was.
there you go.
Oh,
I just want them to. Do you remember the Batman Beyond animated series?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I want them to do a live action version of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Bruce
Hell yeah.
Wayne passing the torch.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. Could
Yeah.
do that.
If he
yeah.
would do that.
Fuck yeah.
Ha!
I don't understand why they haven't done that because that comic, the Batman Beyond comic, the comic book
Yeah.
sold like
It was great. The
Yeah.
cartoon was great.
The cartoon was
story,
great. Mhm.
The
The whole
premise,
story.
the premise behind that. That's what I'm like, and you kind of get a taste of that in the Flash, right?
Yeah.
Because you had Michael Keaton's like, I'm out of the game,
Yeah.
right? And so you have that kind of
One last
similarity,
fight.
right? Like literally, you could do this and then have your whole new spin-off of Batman.
right. That would be awesome.
Exactly.
That'd be awesome.
Take my idea and give me money.
Yeah. Cha-ching. That's how it works. That's how you get famous, folks.
I swear, if
Leland.
2 years from now,
For whatever.
yeah, Sutherford. 2 years from now, if a Batman Beyond movie comes out, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I'm sure
Hell
some
yeah.
big studio exec is sitting here listening like,
Oh,
wait, why didn't anyone else fucking think of this?
they're just scrolling through YouTube and they just come
Yeah.
across this one live and they're like,
They're talking about Batman Beyond.
Put it in the title.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond
Hashtag-
with Leland.
the dumbest idea.
like they don't talk about Batman at all.
Going back to Batman Beyond with Leland.
Well, they're looking at buttholes right now. What part's the Batman?
You
When do
gotta
they
get,
start talking about Batman?
you gotta get 2 hours in, and then you're
Yeah,
golden.
that's when it really. That's when we really start taking our stride.
We're just like every other thing. You have to listen for a good hour or two, and then you get the shit you want to hear.
hour and 23, so
Yeah, I think that-
we're really getting into the
not
good
too
stuff
bad.
now.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I told you what I did this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like,
I would say what?
Man, fucking
Where did we go
get
on
on
that
this little
tangent?
crazy tangent there.
Well, that's our podcast. Tales from the Fort. Tales from the Tangent.
what'd you do, Jared?
Oh man, it was a much better week than what I've had. Had all those troubles I was talking to you guys about my dog and like a country song. But no, it was a
Dog
good
can't
week.
walk. He shits on the floor.
It was a good week. Nothing too crazy. Trying to think. Obviously, March Madness started, so I'm all about that.
Girl.
KU went down today, so sorry about you Kansas fans, but another one bites
You
the
got
dust.
to go.
Yep. So yeah, March Madness, watching it. My dog is doing a lot better. Hotch is getting back and around, so that's
Lieutenant
good.
Hotch.
Yeah, because that was causing a lot of stress. And then I hit 29 years with QT yesterday. So
Jesus.
You fucking
The big
old man
tune.
over
They get you a
here.
prostitute?
yeah, probably.
Here's your
You got a lot lizard?
They give you a little baggie of cocaine and a lot lizard.
Yeah.
I gotta kick those lot lizards off my lot all the fucking time.
Do you?
I don't need one. That's not a lot.
You have like
I'd
a
probably-
stick or something?
Yeah, you gotta touch them with a stick. Yeah, you don't want.
I've always wondered about that. Like, some of those stores, you get a lot of the street entrepreneurs.
Yeah, some of the hood ones,
Yeah.
you definitely get those. But the truck stops like we work at, I think I had maybe 5 lot lizards in the
Were they hot?
5 years I've been there. Fuck no, no.
Somehow I ended
That's like
up
a
on
last
Yeah,
resort.
I mean, they're because I ran some a couple rough stores in Wichita, and there was one store that was down by a lot of prostitution, and a lot of the prostitutes were nasty too. But there were a couple that were like, okay, that one's that's not bad.
I was drunk.
But there's no way these lot lizards stand a chance. I have not seen one lot lizard that I would even want to think about.
Yeah, I get on these TikToks sometimes, and there was a trucker talking. He's like, "Yeah, if you want to pick one up, you got to turn on your chicken lights. So you get the little orange lights on there. Make sure those are on. Make sure your cab lights, the little glow light in your bedroom's on, so they can see that, and then they'll come knocking."
Right.
I was like, "What?
Wow. Yeah.
All right."
And just like truckers haven't bathed, not all truckers, but there's been several truckers that don't bathe for several days. Well, the lot lizards don't bathe for several months.
That's gross.
And yeah. So, no, I don't.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's bad.
Just it's like smaller inside because the caked on shit.
Gross, man.
It's like painting a wall too much. You just get a layer.
Don't get out the black light now. Put that black light away. You don't want to
Is
see
there
that
a rave
glow.
in there?
It's pulsating.
I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things, but that's one thing that I never want to see.
I never done did it.
In my 70 years alive,
Bitch, that fucking thing's glowing.
Yeah.
That's like nuclear waste in there. Shit.
What douchebags for?
the fuck?
look, I eat at Waffle House at least 3 times a day, and I've seen some shit, but
Don't eat at Blue Waffle.
that
usual,
takes the cake.
Black coffee and he drinks black coffee. You can tell.
No.
I'm still gonna be. I'm telling you, coveralls. Whenever I'm like in my 70s,
You have a flip phone.
and I'm gonna be going to. Well, Whataburger.
You
used
need to
have-
get a flip
Did you know
phone.
You know Whataburger used to have these like coffee cups that you could get, and you got free refills.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like
There
this-
was one. It was little bitty ones.
yeah, they're black, and then they had an orange inside. My dad had one.
Oh, well.
Well, there was this customer at QT. He was in the Lake Worth one, and he had this little bitty Whataburger cup. It was like a sample cup or something. But he got like a whole sleeve because they don't carry them anymore. But he would always come in, and it was literally like a shot of coffee.
Oh, my God.
And he would always like, they usually don't make me pay for it. I'm like, you're good, man. He's like, appreciate you.
Appreciate your partner.
Yeah, this one was like the size of a regular coffee cup. Like,
Okay.
it was,
Oh, really?
yeah, it was like this big.
His were like a shot
Okay.
glass.
This big around or whatever, had a lid. I mean, it was like a to-go, like plastic, like reusable coffee cup.
Nice.
Crazy.
I need to just go through my mom's pantries and see if she still has like the.
Hell
bet
yeah.
she does.
Some of that
That'd
stuff's
be awesome.
worth some money. You'd be rich.
I know.
Take that to the Antique Roadshow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Show up there and be like, yeah, that's.
Oh,
worth-
this was a Waffle House original.
Yeah. See,
Limited
here,
run.
you can still see where they screwed up the W right
Yeah.
there.
The last one that went up for auction sold for $15 million, and this one's in even better condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, my guess,
I'd
25 to 30
yeah,
million.
25 million tops.
So this dumb idiot wants, it's like the Antique Roadshow. No, it was Pawn Stars.
This dumb bitch.
She was fucking stupid. I literally told her not to buy it.
Karen.
They were coming to town and she had tickets to it. It was at like a convention center thing or something. And they said that if you brought something up, they would appraise it or something
Right.
and then possibly use that on their show.
Right.
And she was in there and she was just like, I'm trying to find something to bring with me. Like, I was just like, okay. And I was like, well, and then she looks around. She ends up buying this Donald Duck comic book. Like, the spine is almost like separating and stuff, like torn from the cover.
Yeah.
Edges are all, everything. It's like, I think $12.95 or something, the dealer charge. She's like,
Right.
oh, I'm going to take this. I was like, you want my honest opinion? I was like, you're not going to get anything for this.
Right.
They're going to tell you it's trash, basically, because the spine's separating. So, no, I think I'm going to take it. I was like, okay, cool. I was like,
We'll
you're
take your
idiots.
money. You know, it's fine.
Yeah.
I was like, I tell customers my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Like, if they ask, oh, are there any more these shops in the area? I was like, there's Montgomery Street Antique Mall. It's really huge, really overpriced.
Yeah.
But it's antique stuff, so if it's more fun to just go look at and everything. But if you really like old stuff, antique stuff, go there. Then there's Benbrook Antique Mall that's down 377, just past the QT on your right-hand side. That one's similar to our mall, but it's a bigger mall, but like the prices are a little bit higher than what we have.
Yeah.
But they don't have much rotation. Like, you can go there once and then not have to go there for another 6 months, and then it'll be the same stuff there. So
And there's that one mall down on Cooper.
the Cooper Street Antique Mall is
Street.
pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
I like that one. It's kind of far out of
It's
the way for people that
further.
are,
From you guys.
But it's got a couple good comic book booths and stuff, and
yeah.
that's my stuff. I like pop culture, toys.
That's what I like about ties to the past is that y'all got a good rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go in there and I always see something different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our dealers, like, some of them are in there almost daily, like putting
Okay.
new stuff in their booth. And
There's
everything.
there's one guy or girl, I don't know. They always have the best pearl snap Western shirts.
Is it in the back corner?
I can't remember, but I bought a really nice purple one from like
Well, there was one that you found that was right behind the check stand
that might have been that one.
up front.
Yeah.
And then there's a girl in the back. Sometimes she'll have like Western shirts.
Yeah,
and
I've seen that
stuff.
one over there too.
Oh, okay. So there is a guy that's moving in April 1st. He's out in Granbury now, but he sells like cowboy boots and like Western clothes.
I'm here for it.
So
He's coming in
and it's-
April 1st.
Yeah. So
Leland loves
What's
his,
your,
his
getting
cowboy
fit.
stuff.
What's your back call or waiting list to get into you guys? Do you guys still have like a pretty good waiting list to get in?
yeah, I mean, we've been getting some movement in there lately. So the waiting list is not too terribly long now, but I mean, it's still a little long, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get back on that waiting list because we got some stuff.
I would
yeah.
say Mandy and I,
Or
we
one,
continue to think about
Yeah.
doing that too.
Because it's fun. It's just you got to do work days unless
Right.
you can choose to pay just $60 a month,
Right.
and not have to do your work days and stuff. But then that's an extra $60 tacked on. If your rent's like $310, and then that ends up being almost $400.
That can add up, man,
Yeah.
especially if you're not moving volume.
Exactly. 'Cause there's some dealers there that they haven't fucking made their check in rent ever.
Really?
Yeah, they're paying more in rent than they're bringing in.
Bringing in any
Yeah.
type of money. They're not even making half of their rent.
No, it's like
Holy
some
shit.
get like $5 check. It's just like, but
'Cause-
they just
'cause you
stay
pay
there.
monthly, right?
Yeah, they pay monthly
Right.
the rent, but I mean they stay there. Like some, it's just kind of a social thing for them, I guess, or whatever. They just
Just need something to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Apparently.
I'm just like, bro, give it up.
Oh shit.
Somebody's gonna come in. And they're gonna they're gonna pay.
They're gonna buy my whole shit. I know it. They're gonna come in the door today, and they're gonna buy every fucking thing in my booth.
I know what I got.
I was looking for a 1993 Ringling Brothers guide or something.
Because like the guy kind of in the back corner that has like the duck.
Dancing with the
duck, the fake ducks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how much of that does he sell?
I bought 2 of them.
Oh, he did.
He actually does sell.
He does do pretty good.
He doesn't always make his rent, but he's an older guy, and this is just a hobby for him because I know I think he used
Does he
to
makes
drink
those,
or something.
right? Or does
no?
He doesn't.
He hunts and everything. But
I just thought
Dude,
he made his own decoys.
it's weird, man. Those duck decoys, like, but they also have they have the decoys, but they have the decorative stuff. So my dad had, I don't know why he had this, but he had like you know, it was one of the catch-all boxes or whatever, like you'd put on like a dresser,
right?
And it had a wooden duck on top, like the lid was a wooden duck.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so at the studio, I've got 2 of those wooden. I mean, they look nice. I got 2 of them up on the shelf. You know, just as kind of like supposed to be a stately look or whatever.
Right.
And it kind of goes with that vibe.
yeah, it's nice. I mean, he has some cool stuff in there.
You never know what you're gonna. That's the thing is, you know, I'm over here selling Ties of the Past right now. You never know what you're gonna find whenever you go in there. You know, you go see Jared's booth, and he's got all sorts of random stuff in there, and you might want to walk away with a jersey or something that he happens to have, and
1991 DC Comics superheroes.
Yeah,
Joker.
He might have that. And
Montgomery antique mall that you were talking about, we've been there a couple times, and over a good period. You know, we went one year.
Yeah, there's not a lot of rotation there either.
There's not.
I can't afford any of the stuff in there.
Yeah,
and that's
part of the
too.
issue.
It's very.
We have a very high, like, we stay on the dealers, and everyone, especially if they see everyone else getting sales, and they're just like, oh man, no one's buying my shitty shit. And
yeah,
it's like, well, make it not suck.
The Eclectic Muse, man.
She's got some badass stuff, Karina.
Yeah, she got some good stuff she brings.
She does
through.
all this mid-century furniture, and
and it's pricey, but like it's
solid,
pricey, but
like,
it's priced
it's legit,
right.
And it's good condition.
Yeah. Okay,
like I've never seen her bring in anything.
That's the shit
more
that's
than
like
any slight damage.
Heirloom like items, right? Like stuff that you'd hand down, like those heirloom
that's the
pieces.
type of quality.
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
I did a TikTok on it.
Now she's got like two booths over there now.
No, she actually is not in the upper booth anymore.
Oh,
she's
no.
only got the lower one.
The lower one now.
So, this is one of the TikToks I did of her booth.
But yeah, I remember going into that Montgomery store one, and like a year later, and I'm just like,
it's the same exact stuff.
Oh yeah, you see, I remember walking by a couple of booths, like, this is the exact same shit. They're not even selling their shit.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also, they got all the racist Americana stuff.
So this is her booth.
And you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Yeah, it's all that atomic.
Yeah, mid-century
Okay,
stuff.
that's nice.
It's fucking nice ass furniture.
Yeah, that's real damn good.
A lot of that stuff comes from
Egypt.
England or Egypt. That's
No,
stuff.
I
No,
don't
no. I was like, really? No, I know a lot. They get a lot of stuff from overseas. Like, no, I don't know about her, but like, there's a lot of mid-century.
I don't know where
modern
she gets all her
that-
stuff
that
from.
comes in from.
What we'll see will defy.
Hey, that's a good TikTok. You did a good job.
Yeah, I've been making some bangers. This one is.
I was seeing.
There's some nice roller skates too.
They're only $60.
Is it Adidas?
No.
Oh, they look like Adidas because they
Yeah.
got the 3 stripes on there.
The last one that you sent me this last week, that was a good one.
Which one was
newest TikTok that you made.
Scary one?
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
No.
It's this one.
Fucking
Oh
doll.
man, my mom had my mom my mom had like those little porcelain dolls and stuff,
Yeah.
and they always freaked me out.
Oh yeah.
I just walk around the mall and I just see stuff, and then something triggers something in my head where I'm like, oh God, that reminds me of this song. And then I just make a little TikTok out of it and then post it on there. So we've got 818 likes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Manny and I need to get back in there. We haven't been there in a while.
Yeah. We've gotten quite a few new dealers and stuff.
Yeah.
some people left. We got a guy that sells a bunch of vintage clothes and everything. He's doing really good. There's a guy with a bunch of autograph stuff, but I mean, I wouldn't trust it because a lot of it doesn't have COAs.
Yeah.
So he just buys it from auctions or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a guy that has like a bunch of the Wax Packs baseball cards.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a shit ton of those.
Okay.
And they're not bad price. Like some are like a couple bucks a pack. So
Right.
and there's who else? There's the book guy. He has a bunch of books. It's kind of fucking boring, but whatever.
Hey, books sell though sometimes.
I mean,
yeah.
sometimes they do, but he wanted a bigger booth, so I need to put more books in here. And I'm just like, okay. I was like, putting more of the same shit is not going to make your sales go up.
You don't know.
No, I do.
You don't know.
Because his sales are the exact same. It's just because
I'm
he had
gonna
a
put
small
more.
booth, and then he moved up, to now like a full like 10 by 10. And he's got a big book presence there, but like he sells like one book a week maybe or so. So it's not, I need more books. I'm like, whatever, John.
You get more books, you get more variety, you get more customers. And
Yeah.
he's on.
And then
He's on to something.
And there's a guy there that it's just a Hot Wheels booth. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's all Hot Wheels. And it's a pretty good fucking selection.
Yeah.
But there's no like real, and he's German and he's real like quirky.
That's like a real like niche thing. Like
Yeah. He's like,
gotta
do you
be
do
after
good in
specific-
your booth? And I'm like, yeah, but I have a big mixture of stuff
you
in my
got a
booth. Like,
variety of shit.
I got,
Yeah.
you know, glassware, antique glassware. I've got, you know, action figures. I've got clothing. I've got all sorts of shit just to get you in there.
And you roll with what's going on. Like if it's Halloween, you got
Yeah.
a lot of Halloween
I try to
stuff.
theme
If
it a
it's
little bit
Christmas,
for
you got a lot of
that
Christmas.
kind of stuff.
You're
But I told him, I was like, you're limiting yourself because if someone's walking by and doesn't like Hot Wheels, which is majority of people, they're going to walk, look at, oh, cool, and then keep walking.
right.
And then he wants to do this fucking weird ass sales, like 40% off the is single Hot Wheel Matchbox over $5.99 except firm or no further discount. And it's just like, holy fucking shit, Manfred. That's
I'm
his
not
name,
going to
too.
read this off.
I'm gonna be real though. That's the most German thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. And it's just like, bro. And a majority of his stuff is his way he prices price tags. It's just, oh my God, dude.
Right.
But he just thinks like, I get bigger booth, I sell more Hot Wheels. I'm like, that's not
not how this works.
Like you do sell some sometimes, but that's not the way business works.
The book guy and the Hot Wheels guy should go in together.
Well, what's funny is the Hot Wheels guy took the old book guy's booth when he moved up.
Need to go in together and get
I'm
them.
pretty sure he had the mini booth where he used to be, if I'm not mistaken.
It's like books and
Right.
Hot Wheels, man. That's what we
Yeah.
got.
Like they drive the car over the book. It's like a ramp, and then they read. Ramp and read.
Rampant read.
Be
So
like,
they
looking-
call the
Hot Wheel to the
booth.
book.
be like looking at this guy, be like, man, why you sound so scary?
But like the book guy, John, he's like this old fucking, I don't even know how to, old white beard. Oh yeah, how you doing today, Jared? And he always wears this like fedora kind of hat. And I always call him, or not to his face, but like I always refer to him as Indiana John, and because he's an old TCU professor, and he's like, I like to sell books, and like the other day he's like, if I was gonna hang some pictures in the booth, I just use nails. I'm like, yeah, like is this a trick question? Like what the fuck?
What else would you?
Like-
well, I mean, I guess if you
I'm
don't
like-
want holes in the wall or something.
But yeah, but I was just like, yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay. And he just stood there, and I'm like, am I getting punked or something? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Is this conversation over now, John?
Yeah.
Can I leave?
I like it though.
I mean, there's so many personalities.
He just wants to sell books. You
There's
know?
so many, yeah. That's what I like to sell. He's like the fucking kicking wing on Joe
Listen,
Dirt.
I
He's
was-
like, I just like snakes and sparklers.
very good
I was there one day and I ended up like helping this person carry it. Was it you? I helped you. I
Yeah.
helped you carry that. Yeah, I was like, I can't remember if it was you or like someone else there. I helped carry a table out
Yeah.
Oh damn!
and put me to fucking work.
Yeah.
man.
Hell yeah.
You should have got a free.
Well, the lady was old and frail. There's no way she was going to be able to do it.
I had a load of fucking king headboard and footboard that was like wood today.
Jesus.
Footboard I got by myself. The headboard I got down the aisle, and I was just like, huh. And then Julie's like, "Oh, Jared, you want me to help?" And then she like, "Oh, I regret asking."
This is heavy.
I was like, "I know." And then my dad is like, "Move, Julie." And then like we got it up there, and but like they come in, and so if a dealer has a sale going on, say 25% off, except firm or no further discount,
Right.
that's their bottom price.
Right.
I'm not going to call them and ask them to discount it further.
I can imagine people.
Yeah,
Can
people,
you call this?
Yeah,
That's
just
just
like
stupid.
fuck you, no.
Yeah.
Could be in a tight one. I look out for the dealer. Like I try to get them the best deal.
Yeah.
But these people come in today and they're just like, they come in, they go look, then they come up and they go, "We saw an ad online for a king headboard and footboard." I was like, "Do you know which dealer it was? Like, or do you need help finding it?" "No, we saw it, but it's a lot more beat up than we thought. Do you think they would go down the price?" And I was just like, "Well, they're already running 25% off, so that would be their bottom dollar."
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
You don't think you can still call them though?
And then they stood there and just like
They're Eeyore in
they
the
just
rain is
moped
just,
off, and I was like, Jesus.
Do you want the headboard or not?
Right.
I know. And some of these people, it's like, "Can you call and see if they'll do a better price?" And I'm just like, they're not running a sale in their booth? Sure, I'll call. And then like they'll be like, "Oh, I'll do 20% off, or I'll do this." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So they said they'd do 20% off. "Oh no, thanks, I'll pass." I'm like, "Do you just want it for fucking free then, or
Right,
what?"
exactly.
Like,
That's like when we had David on from 181 Comics and Collected.
Yeah.
There's an etiquette when you go into these places. When you
Yeah.
go into an antique store, into a comic book store, or a collectible store. I mean, what they already have down is probably a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And then if they are running a deal like 20%
I mean, some
off or
run a stupid deal. It's like 15% off. Like,
Right.
whoa.
oh boy, yeah,
Let me stock up.
I'm definitely gonna buy now.
yeah.
Yeah. Now's the time, guys.
Like I remember David and Sean at 181, they had a really damn good Black Friday deal where they had this one table up in front that was 50% off, and still people would come up. It's like, "I know you already got this 50% off, but that would make this $30, but I only got 20. Would you take 20? It's like, "No, bitch. I already took it 50% off. It's at 30 now.
I was watching this video. This dude sold something on. It was a coffee table. It was a coffee table. He sold it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And the lady shows up. They had set the price or whatever. It was like $50 for his coffee table.
Right.
And so she walks in there and she was like, "Hey, do you have any matching like end tables? Because I would really like some matching end tables too to go with these." And he's like, "No, we don't have any end tables that match this. We just have this coffee table we're selling for $50. "Oh man, I just really need some matching end tables to go along with it." And he's like, "Lady, we don't have any, right?"
Yeah, we didn't advertise
Right.
we had them.
And so
Buy
she's
the
like,
coffee table and get out, you
and so
cunt.
she's like walking in this guy's house, like looking around and stuff, right? And so she, they get to the coffee table, and she's like, "Man, I really do need some of those end tables. But do you know anybody that's got end tables that match?" She's like, "No. Do you want the coffee table?" She's like, "Yeah, I want the coffee table." And then she like does the whole like pulls out. "All I have is a 20, or whatever." And he's like, "Sorry."
Yeah.
Yes, you don't have a coffee table.
Right, and that's what he said. He's like, "We agreed on this. That's the price. I'm not going to come down any lower. It's already low enough. $50. This was like a $300 coffee table." Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so she was just like, and got all like pissy and reaches in her back pocket and pulls out like a wad of 50s.
Oh, right.
and then hands a 50, right?
Exactly.
And then he's like goes on and is like, she then starts critiquing everything in my house and saying all the things that her husband wouldn't like about the house.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like,
It's a good thing I didn't marry his stupid ass.
This is time for her.
I would have been
ass to
like,
go.
"Here's your 50 back. I'm going to keep the coffee table
Right.
now. Get out."
Right.
Right.
Get the fuck out of my house. Oh my God.
Well, like some of our dealers advertise on there, but they just say available up at Ties to the Past or whatever.
Right.
And I'm just like, I would never have someone come over to my house. Like, it was weird. Whenever we were first opening the antique mall, it was at the old location. Did you ever go to that one?
No, I never went to the old one.
So it's down on Camp Bowie West. There's a Taco Casa and a Sonic.
Yeah.
And it was right behind the Sonic, that shopping center that was Ties to the Past, the original location.
Okay.
For 6 years. And
My favorite taco place is right over there.
Taco Casa?
No, behind Taco Casa.
Oh.
Dos Hermanos.
Dos Hermanos.
It's a meat.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a meat like sales place.
Meateria?
Yeah, yeah. But they do tacos and all that other stuff. Anyways,
Yeah, but we were there
go there and eat.
in a. Tim, this Ties to the Past. All right,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm getting paid for this. No, I'm just this program sponsored by no. But it used to be an old Eckerd's, but whenever my dad rented the building, there was an old like box compactor in there, but it was just like a big fucking shit piece of fucking metal. And my dad just wanted it gone, so he posted an ad on Craigslist saying, "Free, come get it." And this old redneck dude with like a tank top and like I don't even know what the meth mouth, kind of smile, shaved head, boots and jeans, pulls up in a King Ranch F-150 with
of course
fucking trailer. And then this other guy, this black guy, has got like a gold chain with a dollar sign and like this like spray painted shirt and stuff and like Jinkos, like the current evolution or whatever it is, and like some, I don't even know, and ones or something like that. Gangsterous looking guy. And I had to help these motherfuckers pop this loose from the fucking floor and their truck, and then we chain it up and then pull it a little bit, and then we got it jacked up enough with jacks where we can get some wheels under it, and then we rolled it over, and then we barely loaded it on the thing, and it was so fucking heavy. And
holy shit,
they took it and they were going to sell it for scrap metal, but I mean they were going to get paid like a motherfucker, but we didn't want it anymore.
Dude, that's wild though. Like the two most random people join forces.
It kind of reminded me of the movie like Nothing to Lose.
He like the redneck guy calls the one dude that he knows, like he met him in prison.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it's something like that.
This is my cellmate, and we need that. We've gone legitimate now. And we're not stealing metal and copper. We're gonna buy it.
Exactly.
Or get it for free.
We've gone legit now.
Yeah, he calls him up.
Ain't that right, P-Mac?
He's like, I got this score that I just saw it. It's a good one. It's gonna be free.
Yeah.
Little did you know, Jared's gonna have to help you lift it.
Exactly. I committed a crime. No.
You're like, thanks a lot, Dad.
It was weird, dude. It sucked getting that mall together. Like they didn't have power for so long, so I'd be up there every Saturday for like 6 weeks straight. I would go up there on my day off and I would help my dad like with whatever he needed that day. And it was like middle of the summer, no power in this fucking 11,000 square foot building. And it's just like, and I'd be
dying.
I'd be in a back room with him with flashlights laying peel and stick tile and just dripping sweat. And I'm like, ugh. And then like helping old fucking Beavis and Butthead get that trash compactor out and then building walls and stuff. So
I decided to blow like insulation in my attic.
Yeah.
Because it needed some insulation. I couldn't get into all the spots, but I chose the worst time of the year to do it. I swear it was like July.
Oh fuck no! It's like 140 degrees up there.
Yeah, and I can't. So in my roof line's so low, and I can't actually get. Like if I got up there, I have to belly crawl.
Right.
And so like I've got this blower, like this insulation blower, and we're loading it up, and I've got this hose up there, and I can only go so far in the attic, and so like half my body's up there, and I swear, as soon as I went up there, my upper torso is just soaking wet.
Yeah, it's just an instant.
And I'm like, I can only stay up there for like 5 minutes at a time blowing this insulation around.
You're
like,
just literally, it's like a faucet.
freaking dying. I'm like, why did I choose this?
Yeah, it's not a good lifestyle.
I had the choice. It sounds like, I guess you could not help your dad, but
I mean, I could have, but
it seems like the better thing as a son.
For me, I had just moved away from home, so I was living on my own, and I was just like, this is what a son does for his father, and like one of those stupid things, and I was just like, this is bonding.
You get over there, and it's going to be like,
yeah,
I'm going to help him out because one day this might all be
hold
mine.
the flashlight still, you fucking idiot. And it's like,
okay.
I love my dad. He only yells because he loves me.
Chunks of wrench at your head.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't even remember all the shit. A lot of it was cleaning out stuff and whatever, and then building those walls, and then just finally putting it together. And then when we moved to the new location, I met Ashley actually like short that year. So we were together, and I remember going by and seeing like before they had all the walls up and everything, and just the carpet and the floors were all laid out. I was like, man, that's cool.
Like see that progression.
Yeah. So I saw it like empty, and then just seeing, dealers come and go. Like whenever they come in, I see their stuff. I can tell like if they're going to make it or not. And I'm just like, you're going to be gone in 6 months.
Yeah, we talked about starting like a kind of refurbing furniture and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people who do it. But
Yeah.
Right.
We just got a dealer that does that kind of stuff.
Jesse's done quite a bit. In fact, I've got a desk at my house right now. It's an old steamer, one of those like metal steamer desks or whatever.
Yeah.
Like look like maybe from like a high school or something from like the 70s.
Oh, nice.
But it's probably like from the 50s kind of deal.
What?
Dude, it's nice, man. It's
Great Scott.
it's painted green. It looks good. It's held up really well. But it's like that kind of stuff. Like we talked about doing something like that, just flipping maybe some easy flips, maybe some a little more difficult
some
flips.
stuff like you can get for free or dirt cheap, and then all you need to do is clean it up, and you can increase the value. That's the biggest thing I tell like these dealers. I'm like, clean your merchandise up. It's more likely to sell if they can see it and like, oh, this looks nice. If it looks all stained and dirty or whatever, if you get glasses with all water spots on it, fucking take the time to clean them out.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to make me want to buy it more. I'm not going to,
No,
it's not going
it
to feel
takes-
like you just pulled it out of the dishwasher. Like, I need shit to sell, Leland.
It takes the value away. I need that vintage feel.
Fuck no.
That's what
30 years of filth.
That's what Mandy's doctor. She's a medical assistant for this one doctor, and she goes around and because she knows when the
She knows when people are dying.
Well,
Estate sales.
so when they're the
the ambulance comes in.
homeowners-
And then she's like, where did she live? Okay, cool.
no, when the homeowners associations or the different neighborhoods have put all
like
your
the
junk
group-
out.
Yeah.
You have your junk days. She'll go around because they
Community sales
They
or
don't
whatever.
come like on that exact Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have your stuff out by the curb on Tuesday, but they'll come by on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
And so they got like 2 days where it's just sitting out there in
Let's
their
go pick
yard.
through it.
And
Free picking.
Exactly.
Thug life.
Yeah, she's picked up like, end tables and coffee tables and chairs, and she's refurbished them and sold them for $50,
Yep, I
$100.
put a couch out at the corner when we got our new sofa. I stuck it out there, and the next day some people came by, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna get it."
Mm-hmm.
You know what they took? They took
cushions.
the cushions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And left the freaking sofa,
Left
and I'm
it.
like, "No, nobody wants that."
I've done
Right.
that before.
I was like, "You
Just take the
bastards."
cushions.
Well, yeah, because when I was a kid, like we would do like backyard wrestling, and they were going to like use as pads and stuff sometimes. So I'd be like, "Oh, free cushion."
Dude, we grabbed in high school. I had this like white Nissan pickup from like the '80s.
Yeah.
Single cab, short bed, whatever.
Yep.
I remember I was driving around, and I can't remember who was with me, but we had this idea. It was like, man, it'd be really cool to have a couch in the back, right?
Okay.
Let's get a couch, and like this is back whenever you could ride in the back of a truck, right?
yeah.
So we'll get a couch and
dangerous.
and we'll
Yeah.
get some straps and hold it, and make it hold in. So we were driving, and we happened to drive by Cowtown Bowling.
Oh, yeah.
So down in that little area, and then there's a man. Lo and behold, there's a fucking couch, right?
You're like, yeah,
Dude.
rock and roll.
The planets have aligned, man. So we throw this couch in there, right? We pick it up and get it loaded up in there, and like I've got two of my buddies. And I'm sitting there driving around, and like we got the music going, and then I see them just like flipping out, like they're telling me to pull over, and I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "There's fleas all over this stuff."
God.
They've got like, and then they look like a fucking infested dog.
Oh
man.
my
gross.
They've got
god.
fleas on their arms and stuff.
Oh
and
damn.
dude, we unstrapped that, and I just like tore ass and let that thing fly out the back of the truck, and we were gone.
I remember I had an 84 Mazda B2000.
Oh yeah,
That little fucking Lil Rojo. And
I remember that truck. Yeah,
yeah, I had a 10-inch speaker, and you'd hear me bassing it.
Yeah, I remember that truck,
Jerry.
man.
Yeah, fuck the police. And I remember staying the
Boom, boom,
night
boom, boom,
at
boom.
William Griffin's house. I don't know if you knew him.
Yeah.
I stayed the night over there with Damian Bowyer and Michael Jones.
Oh yeah.
And we were going to make backyard wrestling videos. And Damian was cool because he could do backflips.
Okay.
And Michael was just he was just there by association. I don't know. He was kind of fucking weird. And then William was, I don't know. He kind of got on my nerves, but anyway, we all spent the night over there, and we were like, we need weapons, because I brought my video camera and stuff. We were gonna make a video. And so we drove around the neighborhood and stole people's trash cans and stuff to use as weapons.
Oh my God.
We stole like 2 or 3 trash cans and got like a road cone and stuff. And we just drove around, got some weapons, and then went back to the house and shot the video.
Proceeded to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
That's
It was a
awesome.
great video. It was so fucking hilarious, but that's probably lost to the VHS gods or whatever.
Man. I can't remember doing anything like that. I mean, there was a guy that we used to hang out with over in White Settlement. His name's-
Jason.
Well, I used to hang out with Jason all the time, but like his friend Ricky, which
Ricky.
yeah, so Ricky
Stanicki.
Ricky was like, I swear, I think Ricky was like 5 years older than all of us. So I mean, he was a full on adult.
Like Matt Laird and I used to hang out with
Oh,
him,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He was
I met him once, I think, but he was just like, "Are you like one of their dads?"
Yeah, we were like 16, and this guy had to have been like 24 or 25,
yeah.
right? But I mean, it was great. We were out there, and so he was a semi-professional wrestler. Like his dad was actually a wrestler back during like the Von Erichs era and all that stuff.
Vietnam.
Doing all that wrestling at the Dallas whatever
Coliseum. Sportatorium.
Yeah, Sportatorium.
Okay.
So he was big in wrestling, and so was Jason and all them. And I mean, dude, he actually had like a regulation
Wrestling ring.
yeah,
Dude,
in
that's
his
dope.
at his house, man. And so we.
I remember they did all this wrestling.
badass.
Dude, we get out there and get wild, man. I got to be Tenacious T one time. That was my
God.
that was my name, you know. But and I think Ricky wrestled under Texas Red or something like that. He's got some pictures I remember seeing, like, and he's got like almost like the Mankind or Cactus Jack style. He's got a baseball bat barbed wire on there and all that stuff. I mean, like, you know, the overall
Did it
one.
hurt?
Right.
The ring?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it wasn't soft, man.
Well, yeah, that's what I figured. But I just wonder how much it hurts.
No, it
right?
hurts. Yeah, like it hurts, and you have to take like the way you fall. You have to fall
You have to
right.
fall, like,
yeah,
flat
So
and
you have to
everything.
spread out. If you take
Right.
it too, like pinpointed, it really hurts. Yeah.
Damn.
Ugh.
But I mean, they did all the stuff, flying off the top rope, and I mean,
Jesus.
dropping elbows and all that stuff.
Because I always
man.
wanted to be a wrestler, but I'm just like, it fucking hurt, man.
Yeah.
Because the ropes are like literally rope. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like elastic. It's just
No.
like you bounce off of it.
Get enough
I'm just
force.
like,
it has a
fuck.
little bit of stretch, but
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's wild, man. But we never. I'm sure there's videos of them. I'm sure they videotaped it.
Oh,
back
I'm
then.
sure, yeah.
But
Yeah, all that backyard wrestling shit. Like, I remember filming in our back. We broke a kid's arm or his wrist because it was a bunch of the neighborhood kids, and we were having like a Royal Rumble, and we were all just like kind of fake fighting each other, but like kind of fighting each other.
Right.
And Junior, his name was Felipe Rodriguez. I don't know if you knew him. He went to our school, like high school year, I think 9th, maybe 10th grade, and then he went to Northside. But he was cousins with Inez Soto.
oh, okay,
So-
yeah.
But he lived like right down the street from me, and we were like the big kids. And Josh, it was Danny Smith's younger brother,
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah.
Junior had him on his shoulder, and all these kids were kind of fighting. And he went to throw him like on top of everyone, and everyone moved. And Josh smacks his arm against the ground, and goes, ah! And he starts freaking out, and we've got it on camera. And
That's
I'm like
when-
running over there and hitting.
That's when Josh broke his arm.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I go and I just like, oh, it's gonna be okay, man. Just go home and like put some ice on it. And like I drove him around the corner to his house, and I dropped him off. And as I'm backing out of the driveway, I see his mom pulling up. She's like, "Hey, Jed," like Susan. She's like, she's from New York, and she got this Danny, Josh, and like,
Thick accent.
yeah.
Right.
She's like, "How's you and your mom doing?" She's like, "We's doing good, Miss Susan." And how's your mother? She's beautiful.
How's
Tell
your
her.
mother? How's your mother?
Tell her she's a fucking beautiful lady for me. But she's pulling up as I'm pulling up. I'm like, fuck. And then I just haul ass home, and I was just like, oh God. And then my mom was sitting there, and she comes in like a couple days later, and she goes, so Susan wanted me to tell you thank you for taking Josh home after he hurt himself. And I was like, oh, Okay. I was like, I didn't get in trouble. Cool. I thought we were going to get in trouble for break. We always picked on Josh. Like,
Right.
we did this thing. It was me, Gavin, Danny, and Josh. And we were playing hide and seek in the house. And so my room, have I told y'all this story already?
No.
Okay.
I think so.
My room, I've told it before, but I just don't remember if it was with Tim because I can bring up Josh and he knows.
Right.
So my room, I had one of those Awa boom, like stereos, bookshelf with like the 2 speakers and then the 3 CD player and lit up all these fancy lights and stuff.
Right.
So I had a 12-inch subwoofer hooked up to it, and if you did it real low, you could hear it boom 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 boom, and but if you turned it up just too much, it would overload it, so it'd kick off the stereo.
Oh, okay.
So this song, ball with the ball for dang a dang diggy diggy, say the boogie's up, jump the boogie. So I would start that song, and by the time it hits that first bass hit, it goes, it would kick off the stereo.
Oh.
So we're playing hide and seek in the house. We turn off all the lights in my mom's house, and it was just us home. And we planned this all with Danny. It was me, Gavin, and Danny. We're like, we're gonna scare the shit out of him. So we go, and we had our kind of cues and everything. Right. Gavin got the TV remote from the living room. Sorry, he was to go outside to this window. We'd have the blinds open already. Danny would hide in the house somewhere that was kind of easy for Josh to find. But then I would go outside my bedroom window, and I had the window cracked. So I have my stereo remote. So whenever he goes, okay, go hide, me and Gavin sneak outside. Danny goes and hides. Kind of hard, but like kind of easy to find. So then it's Danny's helping Josh trying to find it. He's like, I'll help you. And I'm sitting there and you hear, ball to ball, dang, dang, diggy, 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 set the boogie, say up, jump the boogie, ball with the ball, dang, dang, diggy. My name is. And he's like, Dude, I'm scared. And then Gavin has the TV remote. He turns the TV on.
Oh, nice.
He changes channels. He turns it off. And then I knew if you called a number and I think it was either once it started ringing or once it picked up, if you clicked over and then hung up, it would call you back. So I would call time and temperature, the 844-4444 or whatever, or any numbers.
Right.
And I would call it, and as soon as it go, good evening, and thank you for calling, bank one time. And it's like, and I would, right when it would say that, I would click over, and then I'd hang up. And then you'd hear the phone ring inside, and then, hello? And then it's like, bank one time, 7:42, current temperature, 63 degrees. And Danny, you just hear Josh there, Danny, I want to go home. And he's getting so fucking scared.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So we,
good old days.
I fucked with Josh too one time.
Everyone fucked with Josh.
He was easy to fuck with.
I'm surprised he still talks to any of us.
This kid.
And
I don't know why it was Darren, and Danny and myself, and there might have been one other person.
yeah.
And I can't remember who the other person was, but we had to go get something over at Danny's house. So we roll up in the park, and pull up to the trailer, and we get over there and walk inside. And Danny and Josh shared a room.
Yeah.
And Josh is like asleep. Like this is like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Josh is like out, and his head is facing away from the wall towards like where you could get into bed, right? And he's got his pillow here. You could see there's a big puddle of drool. All right.
Right.
So Darren stands over there with his pants unzipped. And then we wake him up. Like we start doing stuff, and then Josh kind of wakes up and sees Darren, and Darren's just like got this big old grin on his face. He's zipping his pants up, and Josh is like, he looks and sees the puddle, and he looks at Darren, and he's just like, oh my God. Like I'll never forget that. I can't remember who else was there. It was Darren doing that, and then we lost it. It was,
God, that's fucking amazing.
that poor kid.
Oh,
He's not a
shit.
kid anymore.
Dude.
He's got kids and all sorts of stuff.
He's got 3 fucking kids, and they're all like him.
Yeah.
It's like 3 little Joshes, and they're all like 14, 13 years old. And it's just, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother had his second kid's birthday party at my mom's house, They had a big ass bounce house, and it was fucking cool as shit. I got in there, but we had it there, and Josh brought his
living
kids.
my wrestling dreams and just like killing kids in there.
Like, from the top rope. we don't like Uncle Jared. Yeah, Uncle Jared's a jerk. But I got in there a little bit whenever Alex, he brought his kids over, and they kind of played, but we waited till all the other kids went to go get cake, and then I got in there with them and kind of played around and stuff. But it was pretty cool. But Josh brought his 3 kids, and they're all like 13, 14 years old, and they're all like, God, they act just like Josh.
They're all wild.
They're not super, super wild. He keeps them actually pretty controlled.
Yeah, that's good.
But they're all just, they're a lot. It's like 3 fucking Josh. I was like, Jesus, it's like multiplicity. Walk in. But he's a good guy now. But God, I'm surprised. We picked on that motherfuckers. He was the butt of every joke.
Right.
He was that kid that just everyone fucked with him.
He was the little brother, you know. That was the thing.
He was the little brother for like everyone.
Right.
If you didn't have a brother, it was your little brother. And you picked on him.
Poor Josh.
God. But then sometimes he brought it on himself because he was just a little shithead.
Right.
So
Right.
good. God bless that boy. All right. Y'all got anything else to talk about? Or?
Oh man, we went all over the place like usual, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's good.
Couple hours.
It's good being good for y'all being back. I'm glad y'all are back.
Yep.
This is the kind of episode I've been needing to like bring you back, where it's just that casual chatter and just.
It's that bar talk.
I know.
We'll get back on track.
Yeah, because we even had some people on. Oh, I don't want the fucking weather channel. I don't even know these people. There's Ogurts. You guys like those King of the Hill characters drinking beer. Just be. What the fuck that means?
That's right.
And then Flight Light, great vid, keep it up. And then Adam Soto said, Modelo.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of.
I don't know who
was
those
that?
people
You
are.
said Yogurt Slinger? Was the first one? What was
It was just like
something yogurt?
line,
okay.
Ogurts.
Ogurt.
Zav.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
So
he's a long time listener, I think.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my old trainers who's a store manager now in Tucson.
Yeah.
And she was talking about, it's like, oh, and everybody here's been listening to your guys' podcast. And
Holy
I'm like,
shit.
really? It's like, oh, yeah, we'll have a meeting. It's like, hey, did anybody listen to Jared's podcast this week? Wasn't it great? And I'm like,
You made it all the way to Tucson.
Yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah.
So my
Worldwide.
Tucson peeps,
Mr. Worldwide over here.
That's right.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
That's all Pitbull does is he just talks.
Yeah.
He doesn't sing. He just stands there. Uno, dos, tres. Okay, now you all sing. I just stand here and look good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good to get back in here, and
Yes, very good.
we'll
Very good
get back on track.
episode.
Yeah.
We'll record when we want to.
Yeah. You can't force us.
We don't owe you anything.
You can't make us do this.
Oh, you want us to refund your subscription fee? Wait, it's fucking free. You're welcome. So, all right, guys.
All right.
Thanks to Leland Sutherford for coming on and talking about
AKA
waffles.
Tim.
Thank you for having me.
AKA Tim from the Funky Panther.
Yeah.
At the Funky Panther on
Them
all
Funky
social media
Panthers.
platforms.
Yeah.
Catch them live every like 3 Tuesdays.
And then
on Tuesday.
Get your
at
asses
8.
out to Ties to the Past.
Yeah, and buy antiques.
one Tuesday a month, we're going to be at Loadout Bar, just hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
That's over at by Tulips.
Okay.
If you show your tattoos on, you get a free shot. So
Oh.
Any tattoo?
Free shot for every tattoo? So
no, just one tattoo. Yeah,
Damn it.
Any tattoo, you just show.
Well, can I show you one tattoo this time, and then next time
Yeah.
I show you a different one?
You can show the same one every Tuesday.
Oh,
Free shot.
Interesting.
So every Tuesday you guys are going
I don't know if we're going to be there every Tuesday. I'm going to be there quite a few Tuesdays.
Okay. Starting this Tuesday,
Tattoo Tuesday?
right?
I don't
Is
think
it?
we're going to be doing that. I don't know if
Word. I was on one.
Oh man,
It was a gold
That
episode.
was a crazy one.
Yeah, it was great. That was the first ever episode or podcast we were both on that like together, because he's been on like one and I've been on a bunch of different ones, but we've never been like together on there. So I was like, damn. So, but it was a fucking great show. So, okay.